The seals have been broken, and the devils are here. Welcome, everyone, to the premiere episode of our new actual play, Firebrand Academy. This show is kind of a mashup love letter to anime and fighting games and martial arts and nonsense and school and just being a silly Billy and definitely not the end of the world. And it is powered by Zweihander. We've kind of taken the easy route here and grabbed an easy to learn, easy to modify rule system. I like to say easy a lot. I'm very nervous. And we've come up with something we hope you will enjoy. But for now, let's get into tonight's episode. Our premiere episode, episode 1 of Firebrand Academy, Children of the Atom. We open on a vast, damp expanse of inky black waves. A subtitle at the bottom of the screen lets us know that it is February 24th, 1970. 8:27 p.m. local time. As we stare out at this scene, we hear the sound of a news broadcast from the era being played over the top of it. The water begins to whirlpool a bit and sink, like it's being pulled into the ocean. There's like a divot is being pushed into the water. When suddenly erupting out of it, there's just a streak of first silver, then a dark red, then a light blue. The voice begins. Following reports of a seismic disturbance beneath the floor of the Indian Ocean, some 2,000 miles west of the Australian coastline, the beings that eyewitnesses are describing as dragons appeared in the skies above Perth. We see these three serpents hanging out, like just floating in the sky. One of them, give me a moment while I open up. Look at these notes. One of them is, you would kind of describe it as just there's the stereotypical Western dragon. It's what you see when you watch Dragon Ball. You're looking at that big dragon boy that comes out of the balls. He kind of looks like that, except no horns, and he's covered completely in silver scales and has like these golden eyes. Completely wingless. You know, he's got these 4 little stubby limbs, what those are called. Legs, I think was what I was going for, with that terminate in these massive golden claws. And he doesn't have like giant spines, but like he's got these kind of spiny protrusions running down his back to the tail. It's noticeably larger than the other 2 serpents, which are a bit more of what you would consider a traditional like Western style dragon. These guys are, well, actually they look not unlike the logo back there. They're a little more bulbous in the middle. They've got 2 wings, 2 big legs. One of them has got blue scales with these like solid white glowing eyes. And rather than bat-like wings, these massive feathered wings, the blue one having white feathers. It also has these 2 massive horns on the top of its head, kind of jutting outward, with one smaller pointing out of the snout and a kind of blunted armor tail. The other Western dragon is covered in red scales and has these, again, sort of glowing, because they're black, but solid black eyes. It also has 2 giant feathered wings. This, in contrast to the blue one, black feathers, like just black as pitch. It has a much larger snout horn, and its 2 smaller horns are kind of swept back rather than forward. And it has a series of spines shooting out along its tail. And these 3 beings, these things are massive, like the size of buildings, floating in the sky above like this beach where these poor Australians are just like staring up in awe.
Oi. They're staring in oi, not awe.
Excuse me, staring in oi. They're like, cool, blimey. Wait, no, wrong accent. The voice on the news broadcast continues. The footage you are seeing is not a hoax. These beings delivered a message to the people of the world. Your stewardship of this planet is ended. The self-destructive path you are set upon will no longer be tolerated. We will show you a more civilized way to resolve your differences, or you will be wiped from this place. As this message is being relayed, we see the eyes of all three dragons begin to glow much more brightly, almost blindingly bright. And as the two lesser dragons sort of look at that giant silver serpent, it then casts its gaze skyward towards the moon. And the news broadcast continues. The president has been in a series of emergency sessions since Tuesday morning with the Joint Chiefs of Staff, as well as the Senate and several other advisors. The UN is expected to make a statement this evening, though some are already calling this the, quote, end of war. And at that point, the silver dragon's eyes kind of go black, or not black, sorry, go dark. They stop glowing. And on the surface of the moon, there is a blinding flash of light, like night turns into day for just a brief moment. And when you can see again, when the light fades, there's just a scar across the surface of the moon, and dust has been kicked out into this like corona around the edge of it. The Vatican has, as yet, refused to comment. In other news, and the news broadcast fades out.
Oh yeah, because we need the sports scores too.
And, you know, weather's still going to happen. 50 years later. So we open, as I think is appropriate, in a classroom. Now, this is not a very typical, so what you've got going on right here is real cute and appropriate for like high school and all, but nothing about Firebrand Academy is appropriate, and very little of it is cute. It's much more resembles like a college classroom, I guess is the word I'm looking for there, where there's a very large board. It's not a blackboard. It's obviously some kind of a smart board with a desk in front of it and a lectern, and then tiered seating along these sort of bench-like desks that there are dozens of students sitting at. Many of them are wearing the typical black and red and white uniform of Firebrand Academy, though it's clear that close adherence to dress code is not really something that people are worried about here. As you can see by my players above, there's, you know, like here's one person that's like all they're wearing is like a tank top and it's covered in knives. Like, you know, here's another person just in a full karate gi. Here's a girl in sumo gear. Like, it's weird, right? Don't think about that one too much. And among them, well, actually, I think, Xandra, I think it'd be better if you described yourself. You're in history class, and it's coming on the end of the session's not the right word. Class for the day. End of the period. There we go.
Still the end of the period, but I am taking adamant notes about what is happening in class, because you never know what's going to be on the actual exams, and if these guys studied, they would know that.
Yikes.
Yeah. She wears one of the uniform jackets over her shoulders, wearing a skirt, high socks, and she looks tired. She looks... There are almost tattooed dark circles under her eyes. If you were to look under her sleeves, she has bracers with needles in it, as well as lining the inside of her jacket. But...
Yeah, she, how old is she? Remind
17.
Me? And yet, somehow, she still has the air about her of, like, a 43-year-old dock worker, you know?
Yes.
Just exhausted by everything. And, a tired woman. At the front of the class, a professor who is writing things on this smart board there's notes about the history of the world. We as the audience don't particularly recognize any of what's being talked about there. This clearly is some kind of alternate history situation where there's names of countries and famous people we've never heard of. At which point, the professor at the head of this class, one Professor May, begins to speak and says, "Now, as I'm sure you all remember, the Cuban annexation crisis. Now that was kicked off when which illegally claimed oil derricks, or which corporation, excuse me, illegally claimed oil derricks in the Gulf of Mexico." And then she just kind of turns around, "Miss Sinclair, I want you to give me what kind of skill roll? I believe education is a skill we have.
Yes, it is,
Something?
and I have it.
Yeah.
The way you write.
Oh no, honey. What's the difficulty?
Oh yes, I almost forgot. I need to set a difficulty as well. This is actually going to be standard. This is a standard difficulty.
Okay.
This is
I
fairly
failed.
common knowledge. You failed?
I failed.
Oh.
Standard difficulty, I failed. If it had been 10, like if it had been easier, I would have made it, but no.
No, this was routine. Oh my. Okay, so
I was falling asleep at the desk.
you draw a complete blank. You were so busy taking notes that when you stop and look down at them, you realize that you're writing down math notes from the last class you were in, not anything at all related to the history of the Cuban annexation crisis. Like none of that is. You just kind of like look up, and in a cold sweat, you look up at your professor, who is expecting the name of a corporation.
Apparently, I'm thinking about math, and I don't know.
That would be TW Petrochemical. Thank you. I would like you to take some peril.
Oh,
yeah. You're going to take some mental peril, my friend.
Okay.
This is like real school. Okay.
It is like real school. Let's go.
First bit of damage taken from a bad answer in class.
I rolled almost max damage. You take 10 mental peril.
That actually makes my threshold. So I'm in peril.
Lucky you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's fine.
Oh my
There's-
god.
There's a slight murmur of confusion through the room because usually you're on top of your game so hard. And yet, the great and amazing Xandra. The teacher or the professor continues a bit more, talking about these oil derricks that were located off the coast of Florida, and of course were part of the Miami Accords. And it's around about that time that the I wouldn't say bell, nothing so crass as a bell, but there's a chime. All right, well, that's all the time we have for today. We'll expect you to all have familiarized yourself with chapter 14 by next week. There will, of course, be a test on what we talked about here today. You are dismissed. And Xandra, as you go to exit the room, you gather up your things. Without looking up from her desk towards you, she just says, "Ms. Sinclair, a word."
Yes, Professor.
You know, we're expecting a lot from you here at Firebrand Academy. Your father left quite an impression, you know, when he was here, and we would like to see to it that the apple doesn't fall especially far from the tree.
There's a moment where Xandra just needs to take a slow inhale and let it out even more slowly as she responds, "I'll do my best."
We both know that your best isn't going to be good enough if it isn't the best.
I'm aware.
Excellent. Next time, perhaps then you will pay attention to my class. You can go. And she just kind of waves you off.
Oh, and no, it's she a bitch. What a bitch. History class teacher's a bitch.
I'm okay.
Is that the sound of your soul?
Yeah, there's just this moment where you could swear her soul is leaving her body as she just walks out and, really tempted to punch a certain statue in the courtyard. Just really tempted. She doesn't.
That's how tempted. Because yeah, as we cut to you outside as you just kind of sigh, and then it's you just stomping out of the building. And as you pass, there's the exterior like entry walkway to Firebrand Academy is it starts at the entryway as kind of a drivable paved road, and then it terminates into a walking path. And then along this walking path, there is a series of statues. This is kind of the Walk of Champions. Every one of them, essentially valedictorian. It's not quite how it works here, but essentially the valedictorian for each graduating year. And the very first statue is the one from the very first class to graduate in the year 2000. And the nameplate below reads Maximum Sinclair. Have we established what your dad looks like?
No.
Okay, so it is a smug man, disgustingly muscular in a Firebrand Academy uniform, with his arms kind of folded, just like with this shit-eating grin, looking up towards the future. In fact, yeah, I think he's kind of like this actually. He's just flexing. Dear old dad.
Twin Cobra.
Oh no. Trash.
It is perhaps appropriate at that point your soul does leave its body.
I look at the statue and I just flip it off as I walk past.
Does anybody notice that? No, I think you do get a few odd looks from some of the other students milling about and walking by, but it's mostly just like they sort of murmur that, like, isn't that kid that's his daughter, right? Yeah, the famous guy, the famous punch guy. Yeah, the champion. Yeah, Maximum. The Maximum? I saw his TV show. We cut to another part of the campus. We're in a small but cozy room. There's bookshelves, there's a pair of sofas, and there is an older gentleman. Pardon me while I get my notes so I don't fuck this up. There's an older gentleman with a little nameplate on the desk that says Clayton Hodge. He's got tanned skin. He's wearing bifocals. He's got very worn hands. Looks like somebody who used to do a lot of gardening at some point. And he's wearing just kind of like a comfy sweater. He looks very relaxed. And he's holding this essentially like an iPad. He's just holding like a little tablet computer. And he's sitting in a chair with this kind of very gentle look on his face, and he's looking across at another of our characters. Hey, Esme.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're currently in a counseling session. What do you look like?
Well, that's too bad for him, because I hope that everything is bolted down in this office, because Esme is buzzing about this office, just like, what's this? Pulling it down, looking through it.
Yeah.
You couldn't get her to sit down if you like bribed her with candy, which would have been a very smart choice.
Yep.
I would have given them credit. So yeah, Esme kind of like, everything about her is very vibrant and very unrefined. From the way she's cut little bat wings out of her school uniform collar and left it like unhemmed, to the fact that her hair, while a rainbow tirade of colors, is kind of like rubbing off behind her ear a little bit, you know, like yeah. And she does smile very genuinely, and it would be great if it wasn't tremendously unsettling, but I'm not gonna ask. But the fact that
I
her
don't know.
teeth are jagged and sharp like a predator. Mostly dentures, but some of them are actually her own teeth too.
Yeah, and
Christ.
I can't wait to know what's going on over there. Yes, his office is full of like small knickknacks. Like there's the little like kinetic ball things you can play
Oh
with.
no!
There's-
Is it the circus, magnetic circus, where you could like stack them onto little elephants, their little silhouettes?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just there's like that. There's like an etch a sketch. There's just like all kinds of just little knickknacks and doodads in here. Yeah. And as you kind of make your way around the room, and anything you fiddle with, like he reacts with kind indifference. Honestly, he's like, yeah, that's what this room is here for. It's fine. And he glances down at his notes as he's kind of been talking to you, and he says, "So, Esme, I know we haven't known each other for very long, but I wanted to talk to you about. There was a bit of an incident when you first arrived here during orientation.
We're allowed to fight people. That was we were allowed to hit. I had permission actually, and you could ask the rest of the people in my pod. I had permission to hit anybody I hit.
Yes, the rest of the people on your team. Yes, you are all here, in fact, to learn how to punch people very well, and I have no doubt that given the results of your entrance exam here, that you will excel at that. But that's not really the sanctioned conflict is not really what I was wanting to speak with you about. It's afterwards. I know as you were settling into your room, I've been told that you blacked out in the hall.
Yeah, I was fine. The nurse said that I was fine, and they actually dragged me all the way to the medical facility, and that's really far. So I was really impressed. But I'm okay.
Yes, no, it's.
They said I was okay. So.
Yes, your the medical examination came back perfectly clear, but it's not always about one's physicality. You know, sometimes there can be injuries of the mind, injuries of the spirit, and that's. I want to talk more about how you felt afterwards, or how what you think about that, how you feel about what happened that day.
I don't know. It was real rad that I got to fight with people, and it's weird that it was a joke. I'm fine. She's like taking the Etch-a-Sketch over, and it's just like, she starts fucking with it. I don't. It's fine.
Okay. Different topic then, perhaps. Can you tell me anything about ghosts? They tell me that you say you see ghosts.
Yeah.
These ghosts have any names?
Yeah. I mean, you do, right?
Yes, he kind of like laughs and points over at his little nameplate, like, yes, my name is Clayton.
Yeah, and you even got a really fancy plaque. That's really cool. Can I have one too? Does everyone get one?
No, that's I guess something that's really more for the benefit of everyone who comes in here to know who I am, but I'm sure we could talk to the facilities about something along those lines for you. But the ghosts, if you could tell me about just one of them.
I'm pretty sure you guys know. I mean, you let me come here. I had to come here, so you have to know, right?
Yes. No. I'm just trying to get to know you a little better, so that we can talk more freely and better understand each other. I'm sorry. There must be some kind of rattle going on in the air conditioning. I should probably see to that and see what's going on there. But we'll continue this conversation another time. I think that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank you for seeing me.
Well, I'll show you. If you let me keep the Etch-a-Sketch, I'll show you a picture of the thing Xandra bought Luther.
Luther.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want the extra sketch.
By all means.
It's a bag and just like pulls out from her pocket, and there's like this tumor of a cell phone. It's just riddled with charms and plushies, and somewhere underneath all of it is the phone that she pulled out. She flips through really fast, and look at this giant beanbag chair. Xandra got this big, and it's called get it. It's called a love sack. That's great. It's called a love sack.
Yes, that's very funny. It's a little inappropriate, but I'm not going to tell if you don't.
But
Thank you for sharing that with me. But I will see you again next week. I think we'll set up another appointment, but for now, that's all the time I'm afraid we have. So, and he kind of like gets up and like gestures towards the door to kind of usher you out. And as soon as you leave, Luther is there. Just like he's standing in the hallway. Do you want to describe Luther at all? What he looks like?
well, he's very translucent. It's hard to tell.
That's true. Yes.
She says disassociating because she had not prepared a description.
No, that's okay. Yeah, he's a gentleman. Does he? You said he in the notes that he looked a bit like an orderly.
Yeah, and he probably would look fairly normal if it wasn't for the fact that he's sliced through with a piece of metal through his midsection.
Yeah, he's got a piece of rebar stuck through him or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a gentleman in scrubs with rebar stuck through him. Very sunken eyes.
So,
And as you kind of walk by, he just sort of regards you with this. He seemed nice.
yeah, he gave me the Etch-a-Sketch. She just holds it as she's walking down the hallway.
What are you gonna do with that?
But it's mine now. Like, it's literally mine.
I'm glad. I'm glad he gave you a gift. He seems nice.
He probably wants something. But I can give it to Xandra, and then he can't take it back from me because then it's Xandra's and it's not mine anymore. So he can't take it
You
back.
bonk into another student?
Oh!
Oh God, weird kid. Yeah. And then she's just kind of like puts her head down and just like shuffles past you, just like, Did you see her? She was talking to nobody. I don't know. She's on that weird team with those weirdos. Just stay away from them. Sorry, RTM. We'll get to you when you're a weirdo.
No, I might actually appreciate being called a weirdo than Maximo's daughter.
Luther watches these two girls as they go. They don't seem very nice.
It's fine. It's fine that they think I'm weird because I'm talking out loud and not for other reasons.
And then he's just gone.
She just continues walking off down the hall with her Etch-a-Sketch. Is it the globe?
The globe?
Etch-a-Sketch?
The Etch-a-Globe. Yeah, they had an Etch-a-Sketch globe.
Too, yeah.
I've never seen an episode. Okay.
I will teach you about the things my therapist has left in their office.
Oh, wow. No, I've never seen a globe Etch-a-Sketch, but it is now because I want it to be because that's more future-y. And this takes place in the current
Circles?
day, so. Yeah. Orb. Outside, in the let's see, it's the beginning of the school year, so it's a nice autumn day. Out amongst the trees of a small park area. Artyom, what the hell are you doing in the park?
Is there a fountain?
There can be, yeah.
Okay.
Fountain. There could be like a small natural water feature if that would do you better.
Yeah. Something that
okay.
resembles like a river or something.
Just
Oh yeah,
away.
there's definitely a pond, and it's like a gentle flowing kind of stream thing coming out of it that
Okay.
terminates in like a short like waterfall that like goes underneath a path. So there's like a little bridge over the path, and the water runs underneath that, and it's all very placid. It's all very calm. There's some nice trees around.
He's in the water. About like just below chest deep.
Just below chest deep. Okay.
Naked from the waist up.
Uh-huh.
God, dude.
And it's very cold.
Yeah, no, it's
as he's
yeah,
just in the water.
It is at that point. So I'll have to describe these for the first time to the audience. So if you will, imagine a white cylinder. It's about that big around in diameter. It's about 3 feet tall. And a few inches from the top of it, there's just sort of this like black band. I don't know why I encircled my own head, but like around the edge of the thing. All right. And then it's the cylinder then has alternating black and white stripes running vertically down it through like the midsection. And then it returns to like the solid white. And it's just floating like 2 feet above the ground silently. And this thing just sort of quickly putter floats over to where the screaming, which I assume is happening nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of like we hold on that for a minute. It's just as this thing kind of comes over, and as it speaks, the black band around the top of it flashes sort of in time with the voice, kind of like an Alexa does. Like it just sort of like glows, and it says, "Excuse me, student, you appear to be in distress. Do you need some assistance?"
Just stops screaming very calmly, looks up. I am fine, Comrade Referee. This is part of training.
I was just thinking to respond to that. Students are asked to only use the park facilities for rest and relaxation. The training should take place inside officially designated training locations. Do you need help finding directions to the gym?
Actually, of all places on this campus, gym is place I know best. But all places are for training.
I am noticing a significant dip in your ambient body temperature.
Yes, I am doing this for internal conditioning.
Would you like me to inform the medical staff of a potential risk of hypothermia?
This is how I trained at home. I am fine.
Understood. I will stand by to monitor your vital situation so that you do not enter hypothermia. And it just sort of silently sits there.
He goes back, gets into position, flexes as hard as he can, and goes back to screaming.
I hate everything. I hate everything.
Oh my god. Why? Okay. Let me realign my brain. You know, they say the thing about running RPGs for people is that you never know. Your plan will never survive contact with the players. I didn't think it'd be that fast. As you are standing there, you start to hear a bit of a commotion over by that little bridge nearby. In fact, yeah, like you're in this like stream.
That's another misfortune.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't mean to cut you off, Fox. I just wanted to let everybody know. We have a different setup today than normal. I'm not at a computer, and Fox doesn't have access to the fortune or misfortune. So we are going to be adding that feature in after I solve that.
Yeah.
But right now I'm controlling everything from a stream deck. So we have a count. So if anybody wants to know what the fortune or misfortune is, we can type it into chat.
But yeah. Not on the overlay at the moment. We'll get back to that. And it's still very much in effect, 100%. Like you feel free to give me misfortune and I will wield it against them with grand aplomb.
Yeah, mods can keep track of it for now.
But yes, that is something for us that is a known problem that we will be solving down the line. You hear a bit of a commotion coming from that bridge. There's someone is shouting, and what sounds like they're issuing a challenge, or it's a very like, "Hey, come fight me! No, I want to. Let's punch!" Like, "Hey," kind of. It's hard to tell from where you are because A, there's the sound of rushing water, and B, you're screaming.
If he notices that there are two people squaring off on a bridge, he will stop screaming, pop up out of the water the rest of the way because he was like horse stancing deep within the water. So he's standing up to his full 6'6".
Good God.
How old are you again?
17. Runs over to the side where he left his gi top and a towel, grabs his stuff, throws it on, runs over holding his his belt in his hand, just so he can like post up and watch.
When you get there, you actually realize you recognize some of the people that are there. Two of them are your immediate neighbors in the dorm, which would make them members of Team 664, I believe.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is them. It's there's a boy. He's the only way I can think to really describe him is that he's got kind of a dirtbag look. He's pale. He's got greasy black hair. He's doing almost a Harvey Dent style, like he's flicking a coin in his left hand over and over again, kind of idly, and like flicking it and catching it, flicking it and catching it. And standing near him is a much shorter girl who's he's got this kind of look on his face of just like, I cannot be bothered. I'm disgusted to be here, whatever. Where she's clearly looking very mousy, very, very terrified. She's not pale like he is, but she's also light-skinned, and she's got her blue hair in like a pair of braids with like a big dumb hair antenna like sticking out the top of it.
Dumb? She's fashionable.
Her very fashionable hair antenna sticking out the top of her hair. I didn't even think about that when I was creating this character. These were all just randomly put together. It's like, oh shit, same hat. Anyway, don't worry about that. You recognize these two characters. The guy's name is Cameron. And the girl, you think it's named Vicky, which is probably short for something, but you're from Russia, you wouldn't know. Standing next to them, there is a, oh god, how to describe this fucking guy. So
Wow.
it is a kid in he's wearing a black tank top, black sunglasses. He's very much got a I live in California California suntan. He's about average height, slim build, and he has slicked back platinum blonde hair. It's very short, and it's just like this Wesker looking motherfucker.
I was just thinking, Wesker. Okay.
Basically, this Wesker looking motherfucker. Standing next to him is another boy who just he's got this kind of like the Wesker looking motherfucker's got kind of like a just I'm the baddest motherfucker around here kind of grin, like, yeah, like, let's go. I'm gonna fuck everybody up. Yeah, like, I'm so great. I'm the great. Like, it's like if somebody fucking if Wesker and Johnny Cage,
Oh, that's a great combo,
came together in holy matrimony and produced offspring, it's this fucking kid. The other kid though, he's almost got like I would describe as a Vulcan-like detachment to the current situation. He's got dark brown skin. His hair is buzzed very short. He's wearing like a collection of beaded bracelets on both of his arms, like just like tons and tons of these like wooden beads. He's kind of stocky. And he's kind of like standing there, not really behind, but slightly behind and next to his loud companion, who's going on at length saying that here's what you got to understand. We are destined to be the greatest thing around here. We're the greatest thing alive. We're the greatest thing that ever will be. But we have to begin our journey of beating ass right here today. I'm challenging your team. There it is. Boom. Challenge your team. And in response, again, I have to keep these names in front of me. Here we go, Vicky. Vicky just kind of like, well, there's only 2 of us. We don't have our whole team. Lee's sick. Get that? Makes sense to me. That's why I only brought my man here. That's why I brought Will. Just him. I didn't bring Eliza. I just brought Will. There's 2 of us. There's 2 of you. And we're going to throw this shit down right here, right now. Cameron kind of sneers. And you are welcome to jump in at any point, by the way. Otherwise, this scene is going to play out.
They just hear it.
4 heads turn and look at you. I guess look down at you. Like, they look around confused and then look down. Or actually, where are you still in the water? I just realized.
No, he ran up onto the side and he's like at the edge of the bridge.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like. What the... Oh God.
Commence with opening the jar of the butt kick.
Cameron just kind of sneers. It's like, foreign kid.
Yes, I am from Russia.
And then he kind of like turns back to the other 2 and is like, I am not fighting either of you 2. And then looks at his teammate with that. They're on your own. I don't give a crap. And he kind of like he just like shoves his fingers into his pockets and like starts to walk away. As one of those tubes is floating up, it sounds like you have initiated a challenge. Will this be a 2-on-1 match? No, wait, Cameron, wait. And as this kid is walking away, you hear him mutter a pretty nasty slur under his breath as he's just like leaving the situation.
Slide on up.
To whom?
To the one walking away.
To Cameron. Okay. Yeah. He's flicking his coin and he just like, do you get in front of him or like beside him?
Like that like slide right in front of him.
He's just boom. Fucking what do you want, foreign kid?
My name is Artyom. And you are being very, very cowardly right now.
Okay, whatever. Why don't you go throw back your vodka or something? I got no time for you.
I do not have vodka right now, but I do know that you should go and be protecting your friend.
Who's currently like just panicking on the bridge, like, no. I can't do 2-on-1. That's not a fair fight. That's not a. Like, where would you like to hold your battleground?
Oh no!
Is the other side still initiating the process?
Yeah, kind of like one of the the slick back hair kid is his friend Will is kind of just not saying anything. But it's not cowardly if I don't want to fight alongside her over there. All right, so I'm just gonna go.
Just lean down real fucking close.
I didn't want to be part of this team. I didn't ask for. And he just kind of gets real quiet.
You should be changing your opinions right now.
For the first time, the little like ting ting of his coin stops. He kind of catches it, and he's rolling it around in his fingers. Hey man, no problem. There's no heat here. There's no issue here. It's cool. I'll go back. Fucking commies, Jesus Christ. And as he turns...
Wait, did the Soviet Union dissolve?
Oh, wow,
that is a fine question.
We are in an alternate timeline here.
I think it shot off onto a very different trajectory. Russia definitely doesn't look like what we recognize it as. Mm-hmm. Parts of it probably do. Parts of the USSR definitely collapsed. I think some of it's still kicking around.
Okay.
But he goes to turn to walk back, And as he does, he like flings that coin up into the air, and you see him start to spin around and about to do something. What do you do?
Hmm.
What do you do to this boy?
I want to spend an EX and
Absolutely.
an AP.
Okay, we just rolled initiative and you won.
I would activate Iron Curtain.
Okay. Remind me what that does.
That's my +3 to my damage threshold.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for
yeah. Yeah, let's roll to see to make sure that it pops off no problem.
it? All right, so this is a 70. Spend one of them fortune, because I don't want to start off
we're down to.
with
You don't want
that.
to start off like Xandra. It's fine.
Oh. We saw how lethal that was.
That went off now.
So you have 3 fortune and I have 2 misfortune, I believe?
No, you have 5 because Clue came in.
Yep.
Crap.
under his breath. Perfected body technique number 82. Iron Curtain. And then just flex.
And as you do, as he spins around, it's not 1 coin, but like 30 fly at your body at like what look like supersonic speeds. Like we see in the slow motion of this turn, just it's the coins kind of float up into the air, and then he flicks a coin into them, and it just pings around and just accelerates all of them into your body. And
he's Venom. I love it. I love it. No, I love it.
A little bit. And like all of them fly and plant themselves into your abdomen, and like they go in like a quarter an inch, and then you just like flex back out, and they fly back at him like a shotgun, knocking him onto his ass. He screams. All 3 of the other people who are talking, I guess 2 other people who are talking, it's like, no, wait, no. It's like, hey, can I help you? And hey, come on, let's go, let's do this. Just all like dead silent and turn, including the referee. It just kind of, it was just hard to tell because it's a perfect cylinder, but somehow you can tell it turns. Slick back hair just goes, whoa. What do you do?
You seem to have dropped some change.
Oh God, my face.
Yes, it does look like it hurts you on a regular basis. Walk over, pick him up by the scruff of the collar, and I think brawn bonus wise, I have enough to lift him up like that.
Yeah, what's your brawn bonus?
Standing 6.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Okay.
You're 6'6", he's like, average height 17-year-old.
Picks him up, puts him on his feet, turns him around, pulls him a little bit closer so that he's like right next to his ear. You will not be disappointing your team anymore, will you?
Oh God. Okay, yeah, God, put me down, man. What the hell?
I will remind you that you are the one that dropped the dime.
He's just confused and moaning and hurting.
He just puts him down. Says, now, go be a good teammate, and give him a good slap on the ass in the direction of the.
He
of the
tumbles ass over tea kettle as you do. There's like a shockwave effect as he goes. Woof. He stops short of the referee tube, which is like kind of gone around the group of 3 who were setting up their match, and approaches. You seem to have severe lacerations. I am informing a medical team to help to retrieve you. Please stand by.
Talking to me or to the kid?
To the kid on the floor.
Oh.
And then the little blue flashy ring just has this kind of like blue dot that's just sort of circling around as if to be like almost like a siren. Actually, no, I take it back. The top of the head like opens up and a small siren comes out.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yes.
And it just kind of, and it lowers itself down to the ground, and then that just kind of spins for a second as its tiny arms deploy, and it goes, please clear the area. And it starts kind of like ushering the others of you away.
To the other team, I hope you have a good fight in the future. He turns around and starts walking back to the dorms.
The the slick back hair kid kind of looks at the person he called Will, and he goes, oh, he starts to say something, and Will just puts a hand on his shoulder and says, CK, that's the guy we gotta fight. So, where do the three of you meet up for lunch? It's a big campus.
Are we cafeteria type?
There's a cafeteria.
Well, we have to
There's
stop
obviously
Sandra down because she tries to hide from everybody. Because in the cafeteria, everyone kept on being like, "Oh, Miss Sinclair," and she gets all meh about it.
It is strange
What's strange?
that people flock to you to talk to you, or you just have same last name as Maximum. I get it. It was shocking first time I heard, but I don't understand beyond that.
I would like to not eat at the cafeteria. So,
yeah, I mean, you've got there's the dorms, of course. Excuse me, as I burp right into the microphone. The dorms. There's all the outside areas. You've got actually. Let me pull up my map here of the grounds. There's a lovely parking garage. Although students are asked to not hang out in the parking garage unless they're actually have reason to be there.
You know, squat in the parking garage like true delinquents. It's fine.
I mean, you could, but
Well-
like little men in tubes are going to be like, could you not?
I could teach Esme how to have a picnic, and we can literally just be in the area, like, behind our dorms.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, we follow you. We follow Artyom out to this area. It's time for lunch now.
Of course.
And so yes, the three of you settle in for your picnic lunch. What are you folks eating?
Whatever sandwich I could get, because I tried to get to the lunch line first in the cafeteria.
Trying to get the buns.
Basically
Get
trying to
the
get
buns.
something and leave before anyone else. So honestly, what she ends up grabbing is something that she doesn't know what she grabs. She just grabs something and leaves.
Hey, it's a special of the. Oh, she's gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Yep. I don't give anyone the opportunity to talk to me. I don't give anyone the opportunity to see me if I can help it.
The lunch lady always tries. She always tries.
No.
She never succeeds because you're in and out so fast.
Yep. Nope.
She's always trying to strike up a conversation with you.
Nope. No.
Jesus. Our ice queen.
Yeah, someone in chat before called me preppy, and I was like, oh, honey.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes a bit beyond that, I'm afraid.
Artyom would have gone to the dorm to get his lunch box,
Oh God.
which is a collector's edition Maximum season 2 box art with matching thermos that he has packed his little lunch things in and put a protein shake into his thermos.
Oh, what about Esme?
Oh, Esme's in much of the fashion of like a hamster is slowly unpacking like boxes of candy, a bag of chips out of like the pockets in her hoodie that she'd been like stashing food throughout the day into.
Honey.
Pat grabs it, puts another thing out. Everything's packaged though, so you don't have to really worry about like food being squished, but it's probably an array of the finest things you should not eat when you're working out, or just, ooh, this looks good.
It's a pile of junk food.
She actually has some packets of salt and sugar too in there, like condiment packets. Like just things.
So when Artyom arrives, he takes his beach towel out, which he whips out, which is a large piece of custom art that he commissioned of
Support the arts.
of Maximum.
It's custom. Oh God.
And he supports the artist.
Of course. This sits down and starts putting together his buterbrod, which is basically it's white bread a big chunk of bologna because he can't get Dr. Sausage. Butter, mayonnaise, tomato, cucumber slices, and that's and like a slice of cheese, and that's the sandwich.
Doesn't sound that bad.
But it's open face, so it's just like it's a little messy.
Absolutely. The three of you have an opportunity here to enjoy your lunches for a moment. Unaccosted by the world.
Are you still damp?
Oh yeah, also that.
Well, I was taking time to train in the artificial river.
You went swimming?
It is too shallow for swimming, but I stood there and let the cold envelop my body.
I think I need more caffeine.
Wait, so I could just be cold and that counts as work?
I was also performing oh crap, what's the name of it?
Cannibalism?
I really hope not.
It's a specific type of resistance training.
Jesus.
I was performing isometric resistance. You flex really, really hard.
Oh.
No, like during the workout.
Oh.
Not just do it
All
randomly.
the time.
No.
Only certain times.
No, and in the river it is very cold. And it makes...
Are you sure you're 17?
Yeah, you look.
Yes, I am 17 years old.
Okay.
Early growth spurt.
You know, you keep saying it, and it's not gonna make me believe it any more than I had a bad day.
Here,
What-
have
Whoa!
candy. What happened?
Luther pipes up, hey, don't throw things at people.
What if I throw candy? It's like confetti. I just threw a really small party. You're welcome for the party.
Thanks for the party.
See,
There is now a party in your mouth. Big bite of sandwich.
You know, every now and then you say things that just remind me that you are indeed a transfer student, and I don't... You really shouldn't say things like that, Artyom.
I am doing my best to learn language. We did a long session last night. We watched commentary in English for season 3 of Stellar Age.
Yeah, there's subs, so we were making sure to do them in English so that he could work on it. And also, I've never seen Stellar Age, so I really, maybe wanted to see it.
Watch it in Japanese with English subtitles.
But I am not trying to learn Japanese.
Yeah.
Also,
read
also, of course, as you know, Maximum provided voice for character Herc.
Oh, I am aware. I've seen it.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Have you listened to audio commentary?
No, I don't want to.
It's very good.
I get my own commentary at home.
Special edition has commentary from director and Maximum for all season 3. It is not available on normal DVD.
I think I've heard whatever they had to say. I'm a fan of Eden.
Oh, you have listened. Okay.
Another student walking by just kind of like looks over their shoulder and shouts, "The dub is for suckers, man! Sub for life!" They're carrying a big wooden sword.
Oh, of course!
Your taste is poor. Go back to eating.
Your face is poor, Baka Gaijin. And they keep walking.
Oh no. Oh no.
Did I just take peril? Mental peril?
I I believe this is what is known as second-hand embarrassment.
I feel it often. Yes.
Hey, speaking of embarrassment, what are you guys doing out here? As the three of you look up, and you recognize the face of one Douglas Dougie Beekman,
Oh,
a
no.
gentleman you met the first day you were here.
I
Dougie-
didn't know I would roll well, okay? He wants me to step on him.
Wow, that sounds fun. Will you step on me? Is that something you offer? Do you provide that? Me first. Me first.
Is
Okay,
this
see,
a
this
form
is-
of conditioning?
I didn't say that out loud
Oh.
in game!
Ow!
Okay.
Okay, I was about to say, it's like, this is why they call you guys the weird team.
Double down on it, guys.
Dougie has got like these big, much like mine, he's got these big headphones on. He's currently pulled them down around his neck with these like giant headphones that are like, they seem wireless and not connected to anything. But he's got kind of a slovenly appearance. Like, you know, he's wearing a tie, but it's like super loose. Like he's got a button undone. He's kind of like not really caring what's up with it. He probably isn't even, well, he's wearing his jacket. It's just kind of like not, it's all wrinkly and not in great shape. And Dougie just kind of like looking down at the three of you. It's like, you guys not heard?
Heard what?
We heard of something
There's-
about dubs, and I don't. But gaijins.
Like dubstep? Because I mean, I've been studying some new techniques and never mind. It's old people music. Don't worry about it. So anyway, you guys didn't hear about the match that's going on this afternoon.
Oh, there is a scheduled match.
Well, I mean, sort of, yeah. Like one of the juniors challenged a member of the student council.
Oh,
Like the fight's going on in like 5 minutes over at the Arena 1.
we are now going. Yes. He stands up and starts pushing their shit off the towel so he can start.
Just cover. Put it all in the towel. She just helps. Starts like trying to make it.
No. It.
But we're gonna still need to eat something during the match.
I will let you borrow my soft lunchbox. I have spare. Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Put in
Sandra
your
picks up her
pockets for now.
sandwich.
Hey, Sandra.
What's her name again?
Dougie. Hi. Remember? We met first day? I took your stuff upstairs.
That's right. That's right. You were reading your good taste in books.
You also have, thank you. Yes, good taste in books.
So we are going to the fight, yes?
Yeah, I mean, I am. Because, like, this kid's going to get his ass fucking creamed.
You
by,
want to sit with us? And he
Oh, okay.
grabs him by the shoulder.
Ah! Yeah. And Dougie just, like, okay, cool. Maybe lay off the shoulder and bones a little bit, but okay. Dougie turns to you, Sandra. Your friend's, like, really strong. Are you sure he's 17?
I ask myself that daily.
The arena, well, so there's two combination, like it's oh hey, that's right. Oh yeah, those aren't separate buildings anymore. That is an old version of the map. Haha. Yes, the arena is inside the west hall of the main school building. And there's several actually. Some of them in various different configurations. Some of them smaller than others. But this is far and away like the biggest one within it. There's stadium-style seating going back that can contain most, if not all, of the thousands of students that make up the entire academy. At the center of it, at present, there's like an oversized, four-sided like fight ring, essentially. With big honking spotlights pointing down on it. As you come in, several students and several members of the faculty even are rushing to, like, well, not rushing, but like they're all kind of crowded in, kind of excitedly getting inside. Sorry, I'm starting to just describe this like massive crowd scene, and I'm sitting here in the world of a COVID going like, oh, this is giving me anxiety just thinking about it.
Masks.
Nobody is social distancing, quite the opposite. Like, people are packing into this place. Some of whom have brought their lunches with them, but like yourself, not many of them folded into a towel, which does get you a few stares as you're coming in. But you start making your way into this arena, and as you do, the familiar sight of the essentially there's a VIP box up and above, like overlooking this whole arena. And you know up there is where the student council views these matches from whenever there's an important match going on. Typically there's 3 silhouettes up there, but today there's only 2. And as you're moving in, you peer into the center of the arena. And I need to get a description. Here we go. You see an older student. He's, let's see, you guys are like 17, so he's like 19 at this point, because it's for the audience, this is a 3-year academy that basically makes up like the last 2 years of high school and then tacks one onto the end for good measure. So the seniors here are like 19 years old. There's a guy, let's see, look at my description here. Yes, he's wearing glasses. He's got very short hair, parted in the middle. It's just kind of a dark brown hair. Oh no, that's right. His hair is purple. My apologies. Ha! I forgot I changed my notes there. He has purple hair, parted in the middle. So
Yes.
So I guess he's kind of almost got like a trunks thing going on, really, with sort of that weird middle part. Very pale skin. He's got very big glasses on that he's wearing, and he's got a book in one hand. This like large brown tome that he's just kind of like reading one-handed, and in the other hand he's holding what appears to be an overstuffed suitcase. As he's just kind of like standing there in the arena, bored and or waiting for someone. He's just kind of flipping through with one hand. You've been here long enough that you know that is Kirk Freeman. In fact, we probably, like in the anime version of this, there's like a little title card that comes up, and it's like Kirk Freeman, rank 3 student council. He is the 3rd member of the student council, and the student council doesn't quite have like presidents and vice presidents and treasurers like you'd normally expect. It's just, it has ranks. And he's wearing
got the number 3 headband.
Yes, basically. In this case, it is a modest but nonetheless championship style belt, not made of bronze, but colored bronze that he's currently wearing, as he's standing there in the arena. As you pull poor Dougie inside, it's like, yeah, that's the guy. Now I haven't seen him fight or anything yet, but he's got a briefcase, so you know it's got to be pretty amazing. And the guy that challenged him, oh my god, he does not stand a chance.
Who challenged him?
At which point, I've got his information right here. Oh no. No, I don't. Here we go. That kid. And he points across the arena to a someone who looks not much older than you. He's maybe 18 years old. It's this kid. He's got tan skin, very short hair. He's wearing these giant black boxing gloves, and like a bright blue boxing shorts and boots. As he's coming up to the ring, and he like hops up onto the rope and like throws his fist up into the air, just like trying to hype up the crowd. Which, you know. It doesn't work. Like, yeah, it's a lot of like pity, like applause. It's like it's not really working out quite as he had hoped.
It's kind of arrhythmic.
Yeah.
Someone's like, "Oh, we're supposed to." Okay. Yeah.
Yay!
So excuse me, Dougie just kind of like turns to the 3 of you and says, "Now, if you excuse me, I need to go take advantage of some other freshmen. Taking bets! Taking bets here, people! Taking bets!" What do the 3 of you do as this whole scene unfolds before you?
We need a better spot.
Yes, I would prefer if we had better seats.
You're well at the back, yeah.
This kid's gonna eat it. I
Especially-
want to see it really close.
I do want to see what the student council can do, so if we could get closer, I would appreciate it.
Then follow me.
Oh,
Yes.
jeez.
He's just gonna beeline for the front.
Yeah, muscling your way through the crowd in this particular crowd is actually more of a task than you might think. So this is either a athletics test to shove your way through people, possibly an intimidation test if you want to scare people out of your way, because it's just wild and free seating. It is survival of the fittest.
We're gonna say it's both because it's technically the same roll regardless.
Okay.
It's literally the same stat.
You're intimidating with your muscles.
Yes.
With your-
Okay.
I am athletically intimidating.
All right. I think this is a routine test.
Routine?
This is routine. So it's
Ooh.
plus 10. You're used to
75,
muscling your way
okay.
through things.
We learned something about our team today. 75 for a roll.
Good God.
A 72 does pass. Jesus Christ.
There's a weird amount of resistance as you're just kind of like you are pushing into different people and kind of like excuse me, coming through, moving aside. And you go to like push some people, like just kind of brush past them, and like they don't turn until like one of them like turns around, like looks at you, and it would be giving you this dirty look, and she just kind of goes like, "Hey, watch it, Matt." Oh. She just kind of like steps back. By all means.
Thank you.
And you actually make your way up kind of to the front row of this whole like situation, like to the front of the crowd here.
Do you wish to see best?
I'm not going on your shoulders.
It would be best view.
I can see perfectly fine from here.
Would you like to see best?
Yeah! Yeah.
It's effortless, just up.
Yeah, she kind of like cartwheeled up your back. It's fine. I promise I won't self-destruct.
They've been living together for about a month. I'm assuming it's happened at least 6 times already.
Yeah, it's my personal space.
Oh no, this
It
is
doesn't
absolutely
exist.
this is absolutely their version of the fastball special, like 100%.
I have ideas.
I am concerned.
Say woohoo!
No.
Say woohoo!
No.
Someone behind you goes, "Woo!"
See, they understand you must get into spirit to fight. How are they
You
supposed to...
can't make me into Piccolo every single time we try to do something. No.
I am just trying to say, if you wish to see best fight, it is best to encourage fighters.
I'm
So?
sure they don't need much encouragement. As I just turn and I look up at the rear silhouettes where the rest of the student council members are, and then look back to the one on the stage.
Actually, if you're looking up there, give me a scrutinize, I believe is the correct one I want here.
You're nice, I can do that.
Yeah.
It
It would be a hard though. It's a little tricky,
Ooh.
so it's
hard as a negative?
Negative
a
20.
negative 10. Oh,
No.
whoa, not hard then. Sorry,
That's not what we meant.
Challenging is negative 20.
Challenging
Okay,
is
well
negative 10.
then I still crit succeed with a 33.
Jesus, all right.
I can look.
Um,
I was like,
I can look!
I can look. I was like, if it's hard,
What's
I
your
fail.
little fox eye see?
But if it's challenging, I still succeed.
holy shit. All right. Huh. You look up there, and because of usually it's a lot harder to see, it's a lot backlit, but because of where you're at and because like this the lighting for the stage is just out of your eyes enough, you actually get a decent look up into that skybox. And you see the other 2 members of the student council. One who is male. He's got very light brown skin. His hair is in kind of like a short afro. He looks like he's just kind of like fooling around. They've got like a railing and then like an angled window, and he's just kind of like leaned against that. He's got his phone, and he's just kind of fucking around with that. And you can tell his head is ever so often like glancing vaguely in the direction of the arena, but he's mostly just like focused in on his phone. There's a girl standing next to him, just a little bit shorter than he is. And her you recognize because you saw her back during orientation. She was the one that was up on the stage, standing next to the vice principal and one of the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Here she's got her arms folded in front of her. For a reminder to you, but for also to the benefit of the audience, she has got very long, very straight green hair. Like it drops down and hits her ass. It's so long. And her left arm is completely covered in what looks like bandages, like from the shoulder to the tips of her fingers. It is just like wrapped in what looks like bandages. And then around like her forearm and around her bicep, there are like these small black metal bands wrapped around them. And she's just standing there with her arms folded, staring down at the center arena. And she has a pretty intense resting bitch face.
Lucky man.
Wow.
The center of the arena, actually, I should mention, has, so that wonderful logo that you've got behind you, that is essentially the school crest, so for the audience's benefit. This massive dragon inside a circle with a giant fire coming up out of the middle of it. And that is what is emblazoned in the center of this arena. The here we go. The boxing kid climbs his way in. The reading kid just kind of vaguely glances up at him as he does, and he like sets his little briefcase down on the ground. Descending into like through like floating first into and then up and over the crowd. We see one of those little referee tube men kind of is like gets to the edge of the crowd and is like floats up above their heads and travels down into the center of the arena. Hello. It looks like you are trying to begin a sanctioned fight. And the boxing kid says, yeah. I, Buster Sherman, challenge you, Kirk Freeman, for your claim to the third spot on the student council. The battleground will be this arena. And he kind of like, slaps his little boxing gloves together, like doof, doof. And Kirk kind of like pushes his glasses up and looks up at this, like looks up this kid from his book. I accept this challenge. You will stake your valid claim to my position. If you lose, you do not challenge me again. The tube guy pops up. Terms have been accepted. Establishing battlefield. And the little glowy, I need like visor. I need a name for that little black strip visor thing. His little visor. Rather than flashing, like a small band of blue appears on part of it, and it just spins around and around and around very quickly. And as it does, these blue beams of light from toe to head like shoot out and scan the two combatants. And when it finishes, whoop, scan complete. You may now begin your fight, and may God bless the ring. And it just sort of backs up, it floats up a little bit higher to kind of oversee the fight. And someone somewhere rings a bell. It's not much of a match. Eventually, your friend Dougie comes back around at some point, holding a bunch of slips of paper and some cash, which he's like stuffing into his jacket. So yeah, that guy. Apparently he's a master of something called Titanic boxing. No idea what it is, but everyone's around here, especially the upperclassmen, are convinced that this kid's going to get absolutely slaughtered. The fight really hasn't started yet. Bets are still open if anybody's any takers here. I'm giving 20-1 odds on that kid.
The joy of this is watching this.
Xandra's got a small notebook out and is taking notes about abilities and stuff being used, like various tactics and things like that. So she just looks over at Dougie and then looks back to the notebook and goes back to watching the fight. Like, just...
Dougie, like, looks at the two of them and then just kind of, like, slides up and kind of, like, does the, like, elbow to Esme, just like, yeah, but you want to make a little money, though, right?
I do, but I'm poor. I do. Yeah, I don't got any. I'm sorry.
Why don't you bet candy?
Can I make money off candy? Huh? No,
Not
that's dumb. I know that. Sorry, Dougie.
Hey, it's cool. That's, you know what, never mind. And he just puts his headphones back up and watches the fight. Boxer Kid, our friend Buster Sherbin, like, he makes a fine show of it. He rushes in, and it's like, this kid moves, and at times you can't see him. He's moving so fast. And when he goes to swing, like, it makes your ears pop because, like, it's almost like a sonic boom. Like, he's breaking the sound barrier with how hard and how fast he's punching. And Kirk, still with his book in his hand, like, it's 100%. It's like that fucking guy from King of High School that's just, like, reading all the time. He's just like, oh, whatever. It's just, I'm gonna step to the right here, and you go flying past, like, just like completely off balance, like into a turnbuckle, just like obliterating it with a punch. As he turns back and then swings back in, and he never lands a blow. Like, at certain points, he kind of, like, closes his book and deflects the blast away, but nothing. So this goes on for like not even a minute. It's like 40 seconds. You could say something. Sorry.
His problem is he telegraphs everything he does.
Oh, which, as you look, like, he's in the process of going like.
God, it's the miracle dynamite punch.
But as RTM is explaining it to you, explaining the problem of this fight and why there's no chance in hell, the three of you, in much the same way you kind of push your way to the front, someone, RTM, kind of puts their hand on their shoulder and says, "A step aside, please," and like goes to shove to, like, get past you.
Turn and look.
It's CK from earlier.
Wesker douchebag.
Yes, I remember. Oh! Hello, person who fell in oil drum.
Wait, were we lighting people on fire?
No, it just looks as though...
Oh! Your ugly hair, she says.
This is
your shoulders.
My hair.
Looks flammable.
Xandra's gonna turn around and look at him for the first time and just be like, he's actually right. And then just go back to turning and looking at the fight.
We're not making friends here today, are we?
I don't make friends.
We're friends!
You were put on a team with me. The only reason you actually talked to me.
You were all assigned to this team. You go to turn back, and a much larger hand clasps onto your shoulder, RTM. He said, "Step aside."
Turn.
This, rather than a average height male student, this is a very large girl. She's very, very, like, extremely well built. She is she's not really wearing, like, a jacket or anything. She's got short sleeves, which betray just, like, these Herculean, like, musculature. Like, it's if you took Cora and she was more jacked. She's not quite your height. She doesn't quite come eye level with the RTM because you're Andre the Giant. But she's like either just shy or just about at 6 feet as well. She's very tall. His like light skin. She's got this like mane of fiery red hair that is like spiky and pointing backwards, and she's got it like shoved up into this like kind of loose high ponytail. So there's still like a bunch of it kind of cascading like back behind her, but there's still a bunch more like all the stuff from the front she kind of pulled around and gathered up at the top. Noteworthy, she doesn't seem to be wearing any shoes either, and her uniform seems a bit like frayed. Like, not that it's filthy, but rather that she's hard living on it. You know, she does not treat it especially well. And her grip on your shoulder is firm. I would actually like you to make a resolve test here. Actually, I would like all three of you, it occurs to me, to make a, I think this is a standard resolve test. She big.
I succeed.
Success.
Success.
Okay. Sterner stuff, that's good. So none of you poop yourselves.
Oh, that'd be really awkward for you right now.
But yeah.
Appreciate it.
It took me a second to realize you're sitting on his shoulder.
He's been sitting on my shoulders the whole time, so.
Yeah. It's your parrot.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. What do you do?
It is very rude to interrupt watching fight. So if you would give until end of fight before we talk again, that would be very much appreciated.
Yeah, it's also really rude to be in our spot. This is where we watch fights from.
I don't
Not
see your
you.
names on it.
Hold on. Let us check. Take down Esme and just hold her and just point her in the direction of the floor.
I don't see anything. Was I supposed to look at? Oh, that's gum. Ew! Don't sit there.
Pick her back up, put on shoulders.
See, the reason you don't see them, and he like reaches over and like takes the girl's hand, is because it's written, and he taps like the front of her fist. It's written right here. You know, maybe you'd like to see it a little bit closer. And she is going to take a swing at. I'm going to randomly pick one of you three. 1, 2, 3. Randomly take a swing at Xandra.
Okay.
Do you gonna try to parry this, or what's your response?
Well,
here?
if she hits, I'm absolutely going to parry.
Oh, that's
it.
right. I forgot. I roll. That's right. That's right. I forgot how the system works. That's right.
There's attacks and defenses and
There are. That's right. That's right. Okay. So she's actually really good at this. So. In fact, she rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Well,
very beatable though.
Parry is a 18, so that succeeds. I successfully bat away a hand that comes near me.
Yeah, it flies towards your face, and it's well, because your fighting style is you've got those little tiny like spiky needle things, right?
I have needles, and they're encased in a like I have a bracer type thing on my forearms, and I have a few long needles and a bunch of short needles, and I use them to deflect blades or fists, or and it's a lot of more like mantis style loose snappy movements.
And you do like she goes to like swing at you, and it's just like a snap of your wrist, and there's a metal clang, and like a like it's like someone like punching like a big piece of sheet metal. Like there's this like resounding kind of clash sound as her fist comes in, and you just kind of knock it away. And we sort of hold on that moment for a second, and like the students around you for a moment take their eyes off of the ring to see what just happened. And there's kind of a weird tension in the air as she brings her fist back and just kind of regards you with this like CK pipes up. Well, it's gonna be like that then, is it?
You could just go over there. Like,
All right, Eliza, put me up on your shoulders like the weird one. And
robot battle!
and she grabs Eliza grabs CK and just hoists him up on one arm. And he just kind of sits up there, neat as you please. We'll continue this discussion after the fight.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
There will be another day for the Battle of the Mecha Shivas. Turns back to the ring.
Right.
You turn back in time just to see a haggard and exhausted. He doesn't look like he's taken a hit yet. He's just tired himself out. This poor fucking boxer kid, Buster Sherman, is like, all right, fine then. You asked for it. Titanic boxing, ultimate technique. Ground and pound, boom, and he like takes both of his fists and like slams them both onto the mat, and like this shockwave, like the whole arena, not arena, but the whole canvas of the thing just goes whoosh, whoosh, as the ground ruptures upwards, like rocks spiking up out of the ground rupture upwards towards Kirk, who looks up at it. And as it's flying in towards him, he just kicks the briefcase he had laid behind on the ground open with the back of his heel. And it pops open and scatters paper like just everywhere. Just like these books just explode out of this thing. Like just loose leaf and books and nonsense come flying outwards. And with one hand, he runs his hand kind of like across like this. Like horizontally in front of him, and it creates just this sheer wall, like covering up and into his face. And the shockwave like hits into it, and the wall like morphs and bends around it, and then like returns to its shape, like goes just like absorbs the blow completely. And then with a second motion, he kind of like brings his hand kind of down in a semicircle, and it creates sort of an opening to where he looks at and he's just still got his book, and he snaps it shut finally and looks at the other student and brings his hand up and sweeps it forward, and this entire like tidal wave of paper curls up into sort of a crude fist and just plows into the boxer, just like engulfing him in this tidal wave of paper. And someone somewhere rings a bell. He pulls back his hand like this, and the paper kind of just like starts stacking itself up very neatly, just like into this big tower, which he then pushes over. It falls into the suitcase. He closes it again with his heel and picks it up. The referee descends back into the ring. Once the paper is gone, like this kid is like flattened, like he is covered in blood. His nose is clearly broken. Like he's not dead, but like this kid is left like there's an indent in the ground in the shape of his body. He got just plastered so hard by this. And the little referee kind of like floats back into the arena. Fight concluded. Win declared for Kirk Freeman. And the little blue spinny visor appears again, this time turning green and scanning over the two of them as it does. And you notice that like as it hits the boxing Buster, as it hits Buster, like you hear a crack as a bone is set back in place. And there's kind of just this like dry, like haggard, like ah, as the green light kind of passes over him, and two other students like rush into the ring to like kind of go like help him up and pick him and like walk him out of the ring.
Does the ring repair?
No, the ring is a mess.
Oh.
It is just an absolute disaster area. No, the light passed over the two of them, but it seemed to have only have affected poor Buster.
Oh, but they'll put the cute little construction hats on again.
Hold on. And then I'm assuming as Kirk is walking out.
Yeah, Kirk is he kind of like pulls his book back up, opens it, and begins like walking back like out of the arena.
Before
just kind of into the crowd.
Before the deckman can float away. Excuse me, referee.
Yes, how can I help you today?
Could you repair ring? We wish to have another bout, I believe. Turn to the other team. Yes?
I like your moxie. All right.
Is my
You know,
moxie showing?
He
Esme like looks down your chest for a second. Nope, you zip.
Good.
I don't. Okay.
You know, like he doesn't hop down. He stands up, like he's still being held like on her shoulder. He just sort of stands up on her arm as she's got it out, and he does this like this very like puffed up chest, like, yeah, you know, student council doesn't seem so tough, and we're gonna need to prove that we're worthy to get a match with them before we can get a match with them. Look, I didn't think that through. Shut up. Anyway, it's a whole system. But first, I think we can prove to the faculty that we're worthy of a crack at the champions. We beat your ass first. You're on.
Very well then.
I gotta fix this place first. So
yes.
let me down.
Take.
Oh my god.
Take 5 then, I believe is how they say.
Pretty good, Russian kid. And sure enough, the referees begin to like several of them filter into the room. And again, it's just this little like they kind of come in and they're like not quite like trying to dodge around students who are trying to like leave and like go back to their days. They're like, what's it? And one by one they remember, oh yeah, I can just float over. And they go up. And yeah, as they get to the rings, their little tops open up, and these little yellow hard hats kind of like they just pop out and onto the top, and their little arms, like the two of the black stripes on either side of their alternating black and white stripes, drop down, and these little like very simple but effective robot arms kind of unfold outward, and then they just go to town. Like they're just like pulling things up and putting in new materials and just like was just hammering away at this thing. And it's a little bit early, but this is about when we normally take a break, right?
In around now to 15 minutes, but if you feel this is a good spot for when we're going to pick up as soon as we come back in, we can do it now.
I think, yeah, it's a little bit early for a break, but otherwise we're about to like fall right into something. So I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call our break for this episode.
Perfect.
Oh. We return to find I think the three of you ringside. By the way, you still got that towel that I guess at one point was full of food. I just imagine it's like laid out, like maybe like you're against the ring and it's like laid out on it or something. Like I don't know what you did with this towel partially full of food.
Oh no, they finished their lunch, obviously.
Oh yeah, I think anything that was left, Esme was just like angrily scorping. I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste this. I want it to. They might eat it.
Then fold up the towel nice and neat.
Oh wow.
Put it in the corner of the ring next to the turnbuckle. Or ring post, I should say.
Yeah. Which is like currently in the process of being like the shattered remains of the one that got obliterated during the fight. One of the referees kind of like comes over and like zzz, like rips it out just like neat as you please. Like it's nothing. There's no struggle there. It just goes it like floats away. Then another one comes over and just like slams it down into place and
Has anyone fought a referee before? They look so strong.
I don't think I would want to. They're too cute.
students are asked to refrain from damaging the referees. Thank you.
Well, it'd make a fight really hard, wouldn't it?
They
Yeah.
say they are not always listening, but I feel like they are always listening.
They probably are.
I have a rivet gun. Please stand back. Then it floats away.
I love them. I would die for them
I know.
already.
I will TPK if the referees if anyone hurts them.
As you're waiting for the arena to be reconstructed, like kind of the other team didn't exactly like hang out nearby, but they are still within the arena. You can see on the other side, in fact, of the mat that Will and CK are they're kind of talking to each other. It's mostly CK talking and gesticulating wildly, while Will just kind of like just sort of nods along a little bit. But Eliza is like dead, like just staring at the three of you with his just like the whole time.
Getting the mean mug, okay.
Oh yeah, just kind of like sizing you up, just like waiting. You've got this like this aura of it's like a dog waiting for a cage to open, kind of feeling from this this girl, both. It's weird. You're teenagers. Dougie comes back around. So I've been doing some asking around because I have no idea who the hell they are. And there's always money to be made. Now, you were kind of the favorites at first because it's gotten around that you three actually managed to beat the sophomores coming in to you know on what's the word for it? First day of school.
Orientation?
Our first orientation. During orientation, did you guys actually manage to beat the sophomores they put you up against?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a very invigorating match.
Huh. Okay. So that's good. That's good for your reputation. However, those three over there, yeah, apparently that's team 174. And all right, so slick back hair guy, right? Just keep your eye on him. He's kind of hard to follow. I guess he's got some kind of striking style, real fast. The other dude, don't really know what he does. Nobody's seen him fight anybody. But we know he's winning matches somehow. Nobody wants to talk about it. Now her, he points at Eliza, who is now looking at him as well.
Oh,
like
no.
as he's just pointing straight at her. Now her, I don't think I have to really tell you what her deal is, but don't get punched. So anyway, I just figured I'd do a little bit of recon for the three of you.
Oh, thank you, Dougie.
It is appreciated.
That's really kind of me, right?
It is very kind of you.
Zandra, say
He
thank
offers-
you. Oh my god, did you just...
Oh yeah, give him a high five.
He just kind of like looks at you. It's like, ow. Yeah, no, you're not. He turns and looks at Cassandra and is like,
She hands him a piece of candy. I told you, I'm poor. I can't gamble.
Green Jolly Rancher. Hey, you know, I'm happy to help. And
It's green. It's not.
it's
I didn't
green.
give you purple.
No, it's at least the color of money. That'll have to do. All right. Well,
I could lick it first.
Resale value? Resale value.
Xandra makes a note to leave an envelope with money under their door later.
Santa.
damn.
Whoa.
All right. So, what are you going to challenge these guys to anyway? I mean, usually there's like stakes or whatever, right? You know, like one side has to put something up, the other side responds, and
Yeah.
then there's like a whole.
Or place next to ring.
They don't have that. That's not theirs. They lied.
They don't seem to think so. Death glare from Eliza.
If they we can do as Papers person did. They will never be able to do so again.
No, they should have to hold us up on the ring seat every time we need the seat from now on. We sit on them. We are the robots from now on.
Aren't the robots the ones being ridden?
Shit. I'm sorry, I got that wrong, but you know what I meant.
We ask that students please do not ride the referees. The camera just like pans over. He's just, or whatever. They are just there.
Oh, I have an idea. Maybe they must clean our rooms.
Our rooms are kept pretty clean, though.
I still think they should have to, like, drive us around places. With their body.
For 1 week?
I'd be okay with them not being able to challenge us again. Because if they can't defeat us, then they obviously can't defeat the student council. And I'm just turning and looking at Eliza.
But I want the pretty lady to punch me again. That's not fair. What if we want to fight again?
This is
Do you
true.
see how many students there are at the school?
Yeah, but what if I want to fight that one again? That's not fair.
It
Why am I
doesn't
getting
stop
punished?
you from challenging them.
Oh,
It
yeah.
stops them from challenging you, right?
Yeah,
This is true.
You could still challenge them.
they should still give us.
No.
They should pay back Dougie.
Ah, that is a good one.
Oh, I'm way into this one. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I appreciate this idea. They must pay Dougie.
All right. Excellent. Yeah, this is great. I'm a big fan. We'll be. You know what? You win this fight. The three of you and me will be square.
Wait, but will we be friends?
He looks at you, Esme, and he's like, and then he looks over at Artyom, and then he looks over at Xandra. Absolutely.
See? We win this fight, we get new friend.
And Dougie gets paid.
And Dougie gets paid.
Well, I guess that goes my plan to pay you later. All right.
What?
Oh.
And at that point, there's like the hammering and the sawing and the drilling all just sort of ceases like simultaneously, and all their little tops open up, and the little hats go shoof and like drop back down. The tops close, and most of them, all but one of them, like kind of float away out into just sort of disperse into wherever it is they come from. And the one that was kind of eavesdropping, repairs on the arena are complete. Would you like to schedule a fight in the arena now?
Yes, we would. Stand from a standing, like, flat foot on the floor, reaches up and grabs the top rope and pulls himself up.
Just like up over the rope?
Steps, like, pulls himself up to the ring apron
Oh, onto the
and
apron.
then steps over.
Wait, are we supposed to have really cool entrances? She asked from like below, looking up.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Come on.
Oh.
So mad right now.
Reaches down, pulls the other one up.
That's wishful thinking.
Okay, yeah. It's, the I'm gonna have to figure out. It's gonna be tough for me to keep a straight face, but I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it. The referee floats up and over into the ring and says, "Please declare the nature of your challenge."
We wish to fight.
Please state an opponent.
We want to fight
Team 174.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Understood. They will be. It starts to say like, and they will be summoned, and like, you hear a crash noise and feel anybody standing like on the ring feels the whole thing like shake. As you look over, and Eliza has just leapt, like vertical standing leap up and into it, and it does like the kind of like superhero like land like into the ring,
See, I
and then
told you we were
just
supposed to be fancy.
stands up to her full height.
I made music. It was. I did not know she was going to do big suka entrance.
No.
Will kind of just like walks his way up and then slides through the ring, and then whereas like Casey is like yeah, and like she pulls him up again, like one-handed, just like pulls him essentially up and into the ring, and he lands, and like yeah, he also like hits the ground, arm out. All right, team loser, let's do this.
We must.
Question: have the people, the student council, left the room?
Yeah, what's the crowd like? Did they all wait, or did it like scatter and it's just no one again?
Most of the crowd is left. There's almost no, like, it's not an empty arena,
Because Dougie wouldn't
But
be able
the-
to make money then.
but like yeah, like several people have left, and this isn't as quite as sure of a thing, so it's been a little tricky for Dougie
Quick
to
huddle.
entice folks.
Ooh.
What? Hey, no huddling! Come on, I thought we were doing a
1 moment.
1 minute. Give me a minute.
Oh my god,
Before next fight.
I can't wait to kick your asses.
1 moment. Before next fight, I suggest we have entrance practice.
Yeah.
I believe I have good poses.
Yeah.
For...
I go over. Dumb. Oh my gosh, she's gonna make us look dumb.
We will give her notes, but you and I will work something out. Okay. Oh.
As both teams kind of come towards the center of each other in the ring, the referee kind of floats over. Challenge established. Attacking team, please state your terms. That would be you three. As again, it's omnidirectional, but somehow it turns to face you.
Team 174 must pay Dougie.
From the ring, like it's got the little like boom boom above his head, like little like flashing lines. Like that's me. Who the hell is Ducky?
This is Dougie.
Ducky?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me.
See? Dougie.
And payment in cash. You have to pay Dougie in cash.
Cash. But who uses cash these days? Man.
Xandra
all
looks
right.
away.
Cash? Okay. We'll pay Dougie. We agree to these terms. Defending team, please state your terms. 1 second, we're gonna do a huddle. And he like CK like goes and turns, and the other two don't turn after him. Like Eliza just kind of like raises an eyebrow and looks at him. We're gonna huddle. It's a power move. Huddle. And the three of them begin to whisper to each other. If anybody would like to eavesdrop on them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
eavesdrop is a skill in this game.
Yep.
It would be.
It is a perception test.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I only have awareness.
They're not very good at this, but there is a lot of ambient noise in the room. I'm just gonna say it's a standard.
Okay.
Normally it would be a challenging, but this is just a standard eavesdrop check.
Nope.
I succeeded.
Not with a 94, I'm
With a
not.
29. Yeah, that makes it.
Yeah.
So RT, I'm just a little too busy, just like do.
Yeah.
Thinking about her entrance. It's okay.
He's
It's
thinking
important.
about her entrances.
No. Break the world down. No.
But
Nothing better, yes.
How are you 17?
it's Russia's a little behind the times. So Xandra starts to pick up a few words here and there, and it's like it's something to the effect of like something wait something by the arena something Dougie something and you kind of get the impression that they're stalling a little bit for time. Esme, you notice Luther's just standing over there by the three of them while they talk, and kind of like looks at them and looks over. I think they want your spot by the ring.
But if it's our spot, how can they say it's their spot and that's why they're challenging us?
They seem really confused about Dougie.
Me too. She turns over. They want our spot by the ring.
I thought they said it was their spot.
I know.
Okay, we have our terms.
You want the spot, but you said it's yours?
No, shut up. What? what you're gonna do is next time there's a fight here, and any time there's a fight here in this arena, you gotta be our robot chair bitches.
I said we should do robot cheer bitches and you wouldn't let me.
Terms accepted.
It is because it was lame idea. They do lame ideas, so they are lame.
Establishing
It's okay.
battleground. And as before, the referee rises. It scans. It scans both the area and our players. So we talked about this during the session 0, but I'll re-describe it here for the benefit of the audience. It's this blue laser like you're scanning something like with a checkout gun. You know, like you're at a store. That's what those are called. and you've got the little boop and your UPC codes. So when you're scanning like a UPC code, it's like one of those, but much bigger, much more cool and technological. What am I even doing? And as it passes over, it's a very odd sensation. It's kind of like when you fall asleep on your arm and it gets all pins and needly, but it's just this thin strip, like where the light is, feels that kind of pins and needles prickly sensation. And the moment it passes, it's like instantly gone. So it's kind of like a wave of pins and needles go over your body. And then, it's a very odd sensation. You notice actually that both Will and CK do, well, CK is kind of like, Will just kind of like shudders ever so slightly. Eliza doesn't even blink. Like it hits, like it goes over her eyes and her eyes don't even it's just nothing. Like stone cold on this girl.
She might be a robot. Can robots attend school?
The referees are not part of the student body.
What do I know?
No. I believe the preparations are complete then. Yes?
Preparations complete. You may begin your match, and God bless the ring.
Yes.
And it floats back and up. Let's roll initiative. So, initiative is a thing we gotta roll. So let's roll it.
A D10 plus your agility bonus.
Mhm.
Was it agility or perception?
What is agility?
Oh, wait. That's right.
I thought it was
Oh.
perception.
It is your perception bonus. In
yes.
this game, it is your perception bonus.
Perception.
How much you're paying attention affects
when you get to go. in
when you
combat.
go first in combat, which... Good memory. That is a really cool
Yes.
rule. I like that.
Do.
I can't remember
I roll
everything.
a 0 on the D10 again.
That's
a 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so pardon me a moment as I roll a bunch of initiatives for people. All right, that's I hate doing bookkeeping.
It
'Cause
is
it's
an
all-
autumn day in California, for those wondering.
Yes, which you'd be enjoying like the crisp autumn air if
We were
friggin'
outside.
you're outside, but you guys decide to have this fight in here, which is fine. It's fine. Completely reasonable. That's a thing people choose to do. I don't know what this voice is.
We chose the Ring of Destiny stage.
Get ready for the next battle.
The new
Just rolling
challenger
on.
approaches.
Now, fight a new rival.
Guys, which ones do we want? Which ones do we take first? Who gets dibs on Meat Lady?
I could do the Think again.
Mm,
Did you just call her Meat Lady?
meat lady.
Yeah.
Meat Lady. All right. Zandra, what'd you get?
11.
11. Okay. Artyom?
10.
10. Oh, wow. And Esme?
14.
14. Okay. Do. So we are going to have to do some checking here. All right. We got a whole bunch of ties, unfortunately. So
Then we compare bonuses first.
Yep. And then it's a roll off. So, Esme, what is your perception?
4.
4. Okay. Hey, Will, what's your perception? Because you also rolled a 14. Oh, it's also 4. That's awesome. All right. We're going to need to roll off real quick.
Alrighty.
4.
4.
I got an 8.
Sorry, stick to a theme.
So, Doom and...
Inquiring minds should pay very close attention because we made some fun adjustments to the Zweihander system to make it more fighting game-y, but we didn't change so much that it doesn't play like Zweihander anymore.
Okay. Wait, whoops, that's the wrong friggin'... Sorry, writing down the wrong thing. You know, just working out some kinks, some bugs, some stuff. All right. Zandra, what is your perception bonus?
4.
Awesome. I don't have to do any rolling off there because that means that Eliza's is higher than yours at a 5. So there we go. Okay. Excellent. So our initiative order. Right, I should probably just say that friggin'. So CK rolled a 15, Eliza got an 11, and Will got a 14. With our tie breaking, that then works.
Last. Damn.
Yeah.
They knew.
That in our tie breaking, then that means that it's CK, then Will, then Esme, then Eliza, then Xandra, then Artyom. So they're gonna get 2, you'll get 1, they'll get 1, you'll get 2. And that'll be the combat round.
That is a nice like it's a meshed roster order. It's not we all go, you all go.
Yeah. It's kind of all nicely, wonderfully tangled up. All right, I'm just gonna make a quick. So that's CK, Will, and
Yes.
Eliza all have 3 action points. Okay. Right up at the top of the round, I am going to go ahead and have CK go first. Let me open up my big book of cool combat stuff.
I'm fairly sure we would be standing in a delta formation, kind of in the order that we're sitting in.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back to the right. Artyom forward center, and back left would be Esme.
Okay. They have squared off with weirdly CK is the front because you got to lead from the front. Standing just behind him, you see Eliza like take up just this like very intense, very intimidating like combat pose. Whereas CK is kind of just doing this like very I saw Bruce Lee once sort of thing. Of just like he's bouncing from foot to foot.
God,
and
he's Lee.
He's like, yeah, let's go, come on, you know, like, can't wait to kick your ass.
Fuck, it's
just,
Jackie.
Yeah,
fucking virtual
just,
fighter.
He's just constantly like moving around, and Will just kind of like sets one foot back, turns sideways, and just kind of has his hands out in front of him, like sort of waiting for something. He's back a little ways from the other two. Whereas, like, kind of back into CK's right, whereas Eliza's kind of just almost right next to, just directly behind CK, who is going to kick off all of this with let's keep it basic, let's keep it simple. He is going to spend. Yeah, he's gonna spend 2 AP to charge. He's going in. And he is going to charge at Artyom's right there at the front, right?
Yep.
So he's going to spend 2 of his AP to charge Artyom, and then a third to just get an attack in. He just wants to freaking attack you.
Oh. Okay.
He's going to try.
Excited.
He's going to try for punch. So I need to roll under his melee combat skill, which is okay. And he's going to be using his unique. Actually, no, he can't use that because that's a 2. That's 2 AP. So he's going to be using just a light attack, I think, for this. So.
Ooh.
So instead of weapons, one of the things. Oh, buddy. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. So instead of weapons, because we aren't really doing the Zweihander thing of like, hey, I've got a broadsword. It's got these traits and these qualities, and that's just kind of what I always have. We've set up kind of an attack system where you have. I mean, it's like you have a set of weapons you're always equipped with that have different qualities that affect different kind of attacks. So that kind of gives us a way to sort of simulate more complicated unarmed combat in Zweihander than vanilla really kind of allows for. Because in vanilla, it's just there's just unarmed attack, and they always have this trait and this trait, and that would make for a very boring game about martial arts. So in this case, I'm going to be making a light attack, which has the qualities finesse, fast, and weak. None of that matters because he rolled a 77.
Oh no!
So
Off to a. Oh, you hate to see this kind of thing happen.
So when you roll doubles in Zweihander, for those who are not aware, it's either a critical success or a critical failure. Depends on whether or not you actually make the roll. And a 77 is well over the 55 he needs to roll, which means he critically failed this. So what happens when you crit fail just a basic attack?
You take peril.
Ah, okay.
You take a D10 plus.
Is it D10 plus 1?
D10 plus 1 peril immediately, just from stumbling.
Just from screwing up left, right, and center. Awesome. So he's going to take 6 peril. Does that crack your... It does not get past his peril threshold, however.
There you go.
Okay, so he did. So yeah, he's fast, Artyom, like weirdly fast off the mark. It's because you see him kind of bouncing from foot to foot and don't think much of it until at one point, like we go into slow motion as like his back foot hits the ground again, and he launches himself forward. And he kind of like comes up for like this spinning kick at like because you're tall. He's like, I'm just gonna go up there and try and kick this guy. And you just kind of like lean back out of the, or actually, he misjudges the distance. You don't even have to move because he completely misjudges the distance, and it's clean past your face. And we see like a confused look on his face as he could like, and then it goes back into full speed as he twists and fucking like just bumps to the ground. Like, and
I apologize. It's 2d10 plus 2.
That makes way more sense. 2d10. So that was a 5.
A lot of demise.
That makes way more sense. There we go.
That sounds much more threatening.
7,
It does.
8, 9. That's 9 peril. That does break his threshold. So he's actually gonna take 1 physical peril as he kind of like lands awkwardly and just like wrenches his foot a little bit, like because he was expecting it to impact you, and in fact it impacted the floor. He basically jumped up in front of you, did a spin kick and landed like yeah, where that's coming from. That's his action. That was pathetic, you fucking loser.
So he's behind Artyom, between me and Esme now?
No, he landed right in front of me.
He landed right in front of you. Okay.
Yeah, he's basically like kind of coming up to do like a spin kick like this and misjudged the distance so completely that he just landed in front of Artyom and torqued his ankle a little bit.
Oh.
He just did a little pirouette in front of Artyom.
Who clapped?
Just a nice little.
Will's gonna go next. Here we go. So behind him, Will just kind of sighs a little bit and shakes his head. But you see him sort of like he draws his arms in a little bit and changes his breathing and adopts a wider stance. And he is going to cast a spell. He's going to use his ability. Here we go. Lose the center, which is stinging blows, is the name of the spell.
Oh.
In regular.
This is what I was looking at for spending experience on. It's fine.
So he's gonna roll some dice here real quick. As soon as I find his, there we go, his mysticism. So he's gonna burn 1 AP to cast to activate to use that ability. He rolled a 47, so that's no problem there. So yeah, his hands, they don't like crackle or glow, but there's like a blur to them almost. Like they seem, it's like hard for your eyes to focus on them as he kind of brings them down in front of him. And he takes just a couple of steps forward. I'm actually going to go ahead and say that he moves not quite into engagement range, but like just outside of engagement range. With like where this on the side that Esme and Artyom are on, like sort of like trying to like, he's sort of circling a bit around, like, so you guys are here and he's kind of like circling a bit so that Esme and Artyom are kind of in front of him, putting distance between himself and Sandra. Those are going to be the 2 things he does this turn. So let me go get rid of the boop. There we go. Now it is y'all's roster. So by all means.
Do we want to set up? I think we should do a setup of some kind.
Well, I could set up on CK for you. I could make him unable to
He
counter
can't.
spell, dodge, parry.
He spent all of his AP.
Oh, he
Yeah.
spent all of his AP.
Yeah, he charged and attacked. So
He went for it.
Oh,
that's not a problem.
Yeah.
okay.
Which is what I was thinking of giving this to one of you.
Sure. That would work.
Maybe we'll give to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't read from the distance, but I'm
I
sure
will-
it's a great plan.
I will take the first action.
Okay.
All right. Artyom. What do you
Artyom will I am for needing you to prepare yourselves to receive these hands.
From this corner, Dougie just, oh god.
And he's going to, first thing actually, I'm gonna do for my first AP is a perilous stunt.
Ooh.
He's gonna do
Okay.
takedown on. Oh no. We'll make it worse. He's not gonna do takedown. He's gonna do stunning blow.
Okay.
Which means I make an athletics test.
Mm-hmm.
If I succeed, he has to resist toughness or become stunned.
Oh god. And this is on oh Jesus, I lost his name. CK.
Wesker,
Yeah.
like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, you guys don't even know his real name yet. Shit.
Nope.
That'll happen on a 36.
Oh god. Alright, so he now resists that with toughness or be stunned.
Yeah, resist with toughness or be stunned.
Oh buddy. Your toughness, as I recall, is not good. Let's see here. Where's your toughness?
This is brawn.
This is brawn, yeah. I was like, why am I looking at perception? It's a brawn skill. Yeah, it's not the best. All right. Here we go, buddy. Oh, honey. No. We are spending a misfortune on that.
Oh.
Oh.
So I believe that puts me at 4 and you at 4 now?
No, we have 5. It's at 5 and 4.
5 and 4. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. No, we're re-rolling that. We're re-rolling that. You rolled a 90. No.
Ooh.
Ooh.
65's not any better, buddy.
It's time to get new
60.
dice.
65's not any better.
So he is now stunned. He starts every
He's now stunned.
activation with 1 less AP,
It's true.
and he gets to resist with toughness.
Start of
So
his turn, I
resist is a
believe?
0 AP action technically on his turn, so he can do it first.
Okay.
But it'll still start him off every
But, yeah.
activation.
Yeah.
So Artyom,
What's this look like? Yeah.
takes a left step forward, pivots, spins around, bringing his left hand down and back, and basically slamming into his solar plexus with like a back paw. The green hand step.
Mm-hmm.
But with the hand open, so it doesn't really cause a lot of damage. It just kind of knocks the air out of his chest.
Oof.
And with my second AP, it's going to look directly at Esme. Esme, I want you and your friends to hurt them. Furious Spirit Technique 22, Fueled in Fire. See if I cast this. I'm going to spend a fortune point there because
It's okay. She would have been really psyched anyway.
Are we cool with this?
And
Making this go off?
What do you think?
Regardless, she'll be really pumped either way.
It's Invoke Furiating.
Okay.
It increases.
Use it.
Okay. We got plenty right now.
I
We're
have
at
no
the
idea
top.
what it does. You've yet to tell me, so I'm just like, yeah, go.
That'll
Sure.
go off now on a 20. Your next attack has an extra fury. Your next damage roll has an extra fury die added to it.
Damn.
Okay.
And that spends 1 EX
Mm.
for me to do that.
That is the other one of the big changes we made from Vanilla Zweihander. Instead of worrying about things like chaos manifestations, because it's not, this is anime. It's supposed to be that you can throw, your superpowers around willy-nilly. Instead, we have what's called your EX meter, and basically, it's a resource that you expend over the course of a fight. You only have a finite amount of, and different levels of spells cost different amounts of EX essentially. So it's a way of representing your reserve of stamina in order to keep throwing, Hadoukens around, essentially.
So as soon as he does that, he turns back into a defensive stance. I'm going to reserve my other AP for defense. And that ends my activation.
Okay. Well, probably a good idea to have held on to at least one thing then, because now Eliza gets to go. And she is a grumpy lady. She, without any real regard for the fact that her friend, her teammate, just made a complete ass of himself, and just you put that giant Russian paw on his back, and it's just like, like there's a little bit of like spit hits the bat, and she's like, and she takes one step forward, plants that foot, and like pops her fist out like just very quickly, her like right fist. And as she does, you see from like her shoulder, it's like this little tiny beginnings of a flame until it grows as it's reaching her forearm and eventually becomes this like fireball the size of a human head at the end of her fist. And as she snaps her arm out, that fireball goes flying, at this case, at Artyom. She is going to use... would she call out her attacks? She wouldn't call out her attacks, but the title card on the screen tells us that this is called Burn Knuckle. Boom.
Burn Knuckle! Swear to God. Oh,
Dude. Okay.
after this, we should get tacos. Rising tacos.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm spending another misfortune. This is pathetic. This is good. Rolled an 89. Like,
At least it wasn't 88. Would have knocked herself
Yeah.
on her own ass.
Listen, those crit fails are terrifying.
just do it. Just land a thing. A thing. One thing. Just land. Shadlin, I know you're watching this. Where's your dice? 64. She blows it. All right. Well. So yeah. She snaps that fire at Artyom, and like, obviously you don't spend any AP, but like, how do you avoid this thing?
It's just a simple duck.
Just whoop. Yeah, which is no mean feat for someone who's 6'6", but And as you duck it, like it just sort of like singes down, like you could feel the heat as it passes over, and it flies past you, and into the into the stands, or like it's the only spot where like in that part of the stands anybody's even watching, and it's just a it's like somebody pulls up like their like one of their other friend like out of the way, who's just kind of like sitting there eating popcorn, just like
Oh no!
I just imagine that person still staying in the sitting position, looking, and then just continuously eating popcorn while being held.
just like
Just-
as they're pulled up.
Like,
It just
yeah,
explodes into splinters, and like the ring that it leaves, there's just like a little bit of fire, kind of like lightly burning. Quickly in from out of frame, one of the referees comes in. He's got the little siren head going, and it's just, please step aside. And the bottom of it opens, and it just essentially farts a bunch of fire retardant foam all over the.
I love them.
I would die for them.
Everything.
Okay, that didn't work out for her at all. Clearly, she should have channeled power first.
Could turn off the vibrate on the phone there.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
She's going to retain 2 AP for defensive purposes. All right, it is y'all's activation. Either Esme or Zandra, your go.
So did she run forward at all?
No, she just popped
She's
out
still in
the
the back. Okay.
fire. Yeah, the fire knuckle. She's
No, I was
out
trying
of.
to think as far as cone template for something.
If you adjusted, you could either get her and CK, or CK and Will. You wouldn't be able to get all three because Will's kind of like moved off to the side a little bit, and he's just a little too wide from where he's standing. The other two are just close enough together though.
You would be okay with needles flying past your face.
Of course.
Okay. I forget you're good with needles. It's fine.
Of course.
I would like to go and hit Will and CK.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Because apparently the big one can't hit the broadside of a fucking barn.
You say that, but now I feel as though
Saying
there-
that as the broadside of a fucking barn.
So
He's
do
a
I need
large
to move
boy.
to be able to hit the two of them?
Yes, for those two, you would need to shift a little bit.
Okay, then I'm going to spend an AP to hustle and spend 2 AP to pull out needles from the wristbands and let them loosen a cone in front of me.
Does your extra D6 would it apply to this
Uh,
roll?
Shink
That
of
is an
metal.
8, so that will go off.
As long as it uses.
So
purity.
they have.
8?
I rolled an 8.
Yep. I see it.
I roll it. It's like AT.
All right, I rolled like shit during session 0,
This
so
is
it's just we're passing it down.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
my unique attack is fast, so they have a -10 base chance to dodge or parry. So they have
CK
to
can't
dodge
do
it.
either. He's out of AP.
He's just getting
Will-
lit up.
Oh,
Will can dodge though. Will has an opportunity to
Yes.
dodge. So we're gonna go ahead and roll his
He does.
dodge. Will, honey, I'd move if I was you.
just roll. It's just
No shit, I rolled an 8.
Yes. All right.
The power of complaining works.
So Will doesn't take any.
So yeah, like the needles like dance from your hands. It's just like this glint of light, and for Will, yeah, it's a hell of a thing because like you see him, he doesn't really like parry them, but he kind of does this like wax on wax off like arm turn thing as he kind of steps back into the side a little bit, just kind of moving with this natural flow as we see like behind him right where he was standing like into the ropes there's just several needles
Be
land.
the leaf. Be the leaf.
Don't give them tips.
Meanwhile, poor what happens to poor CK?
Well, he takes peril instead of damage.
Again,
That is 8 altogether. 8 peril.
eight physical peril. Okay. And that's
Drops him
It's
to
a-
a If
I was gonna
it
say,
drops him to the next stage, then he has a -10 base chance. It basically gets rid of all his skill ranks on things.
yeah, it's pretty fucked because he only has 1 skill rank and things.
Freshman.
If damage hits your threshold, his peril threshold is 8.
Then it doesn't go.
It needs to
Okay.
pass. It needs to think of it
pass
like
it.
a threshold. It needs to
Threshold, it needs
cross,
to cross the threshold. Okay, it does not quite cross his threshold. He gets porcupined and is very annoyed about it. As he's like kind of catches his breath, like he like, looks up and like these needles are flying at him.
Stunned. That's right.
And oh god, yeah, that's right. He's freaking stunned. I just realized. I totally forgot that means
He has negative. He has -1 AP on his next activation.
that's all it is. It was
That's
negative
all
1
it
AP.
is.
Yeah. He like kind of like puts his hands up as this stuff comes like just like into his it sticks into his arms and like we see like tiny rivulets of blood because like they don't go in like super deep or anything, but he manages to stop them. But it's just like
They're like they're very thin acupuncture needles in very precise locations to stop gates from opening. So it's like, meh.
Yeah, he's more freaked out than he is actually injured. It's just like needles in my arm, needles in my arm.
Oh, Cassandra relates. Poor buddy.
That was all your AP.
That's all my AP.
All right, so Esme, you're up.
Oh, do you guys have a preference on who I'm hitting? Because
We don't have to worry
They can't dodge it, so it's fine.
Yeah, Will is. Don't bother hitting CK. He's
Yeah.
taken care of. I think
Bad day.
stingy hands might be. What do you think?
Will.
Will?
Yeah, I don't like.
He used an AP to have to dodge, so he should be less defensive now.
Doesn't matter, it's a
You
gun.
can't
Oh.
dodge or parry this.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a gunpowder attack. You can't dodge it.
I just gotta make sure I can actually hit it though.
But also, yeah, he's out of AP
Yeah, I mean technically,
because he moved, cast a spell, and then dodged, so he's cashed.
technically you could also hit Eliza because she can't dodge it anyway, even though she has 2 AP left.
I would still hit Will.
Yeah.
All right.
He's also probably got a lower
Damage threshold.
damage threshold.
So I need to
65.
65. Which I got a 62. I know fire too. I've seen a lot of fires in person, and as she's talking, like the smoke is welling out of her mouth, and it's lighting behind the skin. You see the bones of the nose lighting up, and that smoke is trickling out into the form of a little girl, a little bit younger, and like the bones snap in place, and then a small girl mid immolation, skin melting, just starts bolting out across at will. With hands out. Her hair is just like, she could have been blonde or she could also still be on fire. It's not really sure because it's also coming at you really fast. And so yeah, Brooke is gonna go towards Will, and that's gonna be a
Oh, her name is Brooke. Okay.
her name is now Brooke. Yes, I've
I need to
made
be
a
notes.
decision today.
Awesome,
Congratulate me,
Brooke.
pat me on my head.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I know all kinds of wonderful things about Brooke.
Yeah. Okay, so normally that is 1d6 plus my combat bonus. And can't be dodged or parried.
So this is 2d6 now
Yep.
because of Invoke Fury.
Yep. And it explodes on 1s and 6s. And then they need so Will has to make a coordination test as well for me.
Okay.
To dodge her
right,
hug.
Right.
Oh, because this is a. Gotcha.
Yes, this is her unique. Ooh, that's a 1.
So re-roll it. So
Okay,
add it
count it.
and
3,
roll it again.
4 plus my 6.
So
So
10.
10.
Yeah, he rolled a 92 in his coordination.
15.
15.
15. And so his coordination, so now he takes a 1d10 plus 1 in fire. It's an 8.
So
9.
So 15 from the impact of the girl, and then another 9 from fire.
As she's
They're
clutching,
separate
yeah.
though, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
they don't stack.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's so if you like for his threshold reasons.
Yeah, so 15 and 9, you said?
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. All right. So for the first hit, then he's going to drop down 2 steps.
So lightly.
That can't be right. Really? Is that really his?
That was one thing I wanted to change on my sheet. I wanted to give us our
lightly.
Yeah.
Lightly to moderate.
Yeah.
Yeah, then serious grievous slain.
Okay, so the first attack you need to roll 1d6 for the moderate wound.
Yeah. You want to roll it?
Sure.
You're rolling for injury.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Oh god, yeah. I rolled a 3.
Okay, no injury.
No injury.
And the next one, did the fire take him down 1?
And then yeah, it drops him down 1.
Okay, so
So
roll.
he's at 3. He's at serious on the condition track.
So now that's 2d6 for serious. Because he takes another possibility of injury because it's another instance of hitting.
That's 2. That's a 4.
Okay, no injuries. But he's still seriously wounded.
He is seriously wounded. Okay, I'm glad I gave him. So I built these guys
And
to be a
both
lot
carries a good
tougher.
buff.
Okay. I need to take a closer look at that attack later. That's fucking good. I like it.
Giving me the fury. That
It was the
yeah.
fury that really put it over the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so so this fire kid just like rushes at him and just like explodes into him then? Like what is that?
She's almost trying to like grab when so like if they for a flare the coordination test,
Mhm.
it's as if she's literally going in to like grab them.
Oh
and,
god.
like, yeah, it's sweet.
It gets extra toasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like did she like persist
Disperse.
past that, or does she just kind of like poofs afterwards?
It disperses after that. I don't
Okay.
have a lingering
it's-
fire damage.
So
my
it's
God.
like he slimed me, but she's on fire.
More like the super ghost kamikaze attack.
Oh god. I'm so mad that I know what you're talking about. You guys are Marco tanks, you motherfuckers. Yes. So this little because it came out of your mouth even. Jesus.
It even came out of your mouth.
Ow, my sides hurt.
Hashtag just Dragon Ball things. Don't worry about it, folks. So yeah, this kid like travels out, rushes out, and like he's terrified. Like or at least you think he's terrified. It's like you kind of see him like get this like look in his eye of like, whoa, it's the most reaction you've seen out of him. And for just a second, as this thing like collides into him, like as she's trying to go, like you see his arms reach out, like he's trying to grab and like redirect, like wants to like grab and like push her off to the side. But like as soon as he does, like she just reaches up with both hands and grabs onto his arm, and then just kind of like whooshes, like it's not an explosion so much as it's kind of a flash. And he like stumbles back a bit as he's scorched by it. And yeah, he's got like burns all along his arms. Like his face is pretty badly burned. His clothes have picked up like singes, and like part of his shirt is just kind of like flickering with flame now.
Eliza really inspired me.
And for the last remaining AP, she's staying a little kind of back tucked where she is behind Artyom. I'm gonna hold on to my last AP.
If things keep going this way, I believe we will be coming on top of them.
I don't think the referees are gonna
Xandra
like that.
dissociates and just looks to the referee like
it silently it silently judges nothing really. It's just kind of it's just observing the fight.
and this is why Xandra appreciates them.
Wow.
This is what I appreciate about you.
That's the bottom of the round. Dougie goes, I'm gonna get paid today. Top of the round is their activation.
Tucky. Yeah.
Will's gonna go ahead. Let's see here. Oh, I could have Eliza go in while you guys still are relatively low on AP. Because Xandra, I think you're out of AP?
Yes.
Or okay. Esme's got 1 and Artyom has 2 or 1? No, 1. At 1. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, we're gonna have
You can spend 2, right?
I have 1 AP left.
we're gonna have
That doesn't cost
Eliza
you, yes.
activate.
Nope.
So she's gonna turn on, and she saw this whole I'm throwing out spikes thing and was like, oh no more of that. So she is going to spend 1 AP to kind of hustle and get around to try and get into punchy range with you.
Okay.
And then she's gonna take aim. She's gonna spend 1 AP to take aim.
Okay.
And then she's gonna spend her last AP to punch you in the face. Is what I think she wants to do. So, taking aim for 1 AP, I believe that gives me a +10 base chance, which is awesome. And also does other things. So yeah, so she... Well, let me roll and see how this goes here. Oh, thank you. 34. Yes, this is what we're looking for here. 44 would have been better.
I have no AP.
You have no AP? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why... Oh, my friggin' necklace. Whatever. This thing's broke again.
So she
I gotta
goes
worry
into
about it.
punch?
Yeah, she steps in. She's stepping around, like goes past CK and then just goes in, and it's this massive. Okay. Yeah, she goes into
Oh, yeah.
punch,
No, she doesn't. Because
but something happens.
I'm going to use Shield Wall, and he's just going to put a hand and catch her hand in front.
Right before it hits
Right
my
before
face.
it hits. Just...
Okay.
I can parry for anybody that is standing next to me, and we haven't moved yet.
You haven't moved. You guys are still standing next to each other. Yeah, she does like 1-2 step to get over there. Her plants her right foot again, and she kind of fights almost like a firebender does. It's like plant my foot and then punch kind of thing. And as it's coming in, you just grab it, and you can kind of feel the residual heat of when she threw fire earlier, kind of kicking onto, kind of still singeing off of her hand, and it's a lot of force. Like she is really shoving forward, but you stop it dead, and she just kind of like snaps her eyes over at you.
But as soon as the fist hit yours in front of Xandra's face, Xandra didn't even blink and still just looks bored and tired. Standing there, just staring at this fist going, calculating. All right, I got this.
You will
Alright,
not be
Saitama.
hitting Sasha.
Xandra.
Yes.
All right. Well, damn, Eliza, that got you a whole lot of nowhere. CK, get your dumb dead ass off the ground, buddy. All right. So you've got 2 AP, and you need to do a toughness check here to resist. Yeah. Oh, I don't think 46 is gonna make it, buddy. 46 is not gonna make it, buddy. 46 is not gonna make it, buddy.
Oh.
I'm gonna spend another misfortune, which I think puts me at 2.
Yeah.
Come on, just I need you in the fight, CK. That's a 96.
Jesus.
That's not nice. That's the opposite of nice. Okay, so
He's still only at 2 AP.
he's still only at 2 AP. He's a little winded. There. This is gonna keep falling off anyway. I'm just gonna take the damn necklace off. He's kind of wheezing. He's gonna okay. Whew, I'm in this. I got this. I'm the king. I can do this. Here we go. And he is. Let's see. Let's take a quick second to look at his whole situation here.
I'm gonna use the character creator and make all of us in Tekken.
This is a good use
You
of
have to
people's
make
time.
the
You can be
teams.
Zafina. And I can Leo maybe?
I don't know Tekken.
Discord.
I don't know
We're gonna
Tekken.
need you to weigh in on this Discord.
Tekken's my one weird.
I'm using
like,
King. That's 100% for Artheum.
No question.
Could use Dragon.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. He's kind of gonna get to his feet. And he's gonna look at you, Artyom, as you've got your arm out, and he kind of he brings his hand into a blade, and you see him start to strike, and then you don't see much of anything because he moves too goddamn fast.
Ooh.
He's a zealot.
Please hit. Please hit. He rolled a 1.
That'll hit.
That is a hit. That makes me happy.
It's not a crit.
No, yeah, no. I'm just sorry. I'm so surprised and shocked. I'm just looking at it going like, he rolled a 1. He rolled a 1, you guys.
It's weird that ones are good for once. It's really great PR for the number 1.
And yeah, he's as his hands like snap out to your open elbow there. But then he's got his other arm kind of crosses down and boom, boom, really quick. He hits you in both knees and you're going to suffer some damage.
Okay.
Unless you are, you're out of, oh no, are you out of AP because you did your, you can't
could use
defend
a
against this.
fortune for AP to block.
Would you let me?
I'd be okay with it. What about you?
You do good work.
We're going to spend an AP so I can block again.
Fortune.
A fortune so I can get an AP to block again.
Okay.
Nobody's watching our wonderful fight.
Nope.
Dougie, you
Nobody's watching our fight.
That is
Dougie
exactly-
pals are.
I rolled a 60.
Is that what you
That's exactly my fucking
cool.
parry.
I don't know your shit yet. I was very scared.
That is exactly my fucking parry.
Damn it.
Oh.
All right. Wait. This is.
If it was
Sorry.
fast.
No. This was actually a touch based spell. I just realized.
Oh.
You resist those
coordination.
with coordination. Resist those with coordination. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, then you.
Then I wouldn't have needed
Oh
to.
wait.
Then you
Well,
wouldn't
you
have needed to.
right. You
spend
wouldn't
anything.
need the AP. Right. Apologies. Still
Yeah.
learning the system. You totally didn't need to spend that resource.
AP.
But yeah. But you
So
do
we're
get to make
counting
a
AP.
coordination test.
But
And
That's what
since
it
we
was. That's what it
didn't
was.
spend it, and I technically fail that because of
You
coordination.
could then use that to re-roll it.
Could I?
oh,
We were going to spend
Sure.
it anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
You were gonna spend it anyway. Give it a
So
roll.
sorry about that. Yes, he's
It's okay. I'll take a reroll out of it.
mechanically he's casting knife in the dark.
It's a 1.
I rolled a 1 too.
Oh, he's trying really.
I was
hard.
special for a minute. No, I'm not.
You get to
So
be
yeah, this-
dragons. Like whenever you feel sad, remember that you get to be a dragon.
I get to be 3 dragons.
3
Yeah, you can be 3 dragons. One of 3 dragons.
One of 3 dragons.
Or all 3 of them at
Or-
the same
I
time.
just-
Ooh, well then.
It's your
It's-
fanfic. Go ahead.
It's not. Oh Jesus Christ! It's not that I feel bad. I just want to land a hit on y'all. That's all. Just one. Just one once. And I made these guys are tougher than the sophomores you fought, by the way, or the juniors you fought, by the way. The year 2s. I need to work for
Zweihander
that.
can swing very hard, very fast in directions if
Yeah,
you know how
I'm-
to abuse the system.
Which man, all right, yeah, he unsuccessfully like tries to like get in there at like your legs, like trying to like essentially hit your knees, and he what dumb thing does he shout out? It's like lightning style joint strike, and like hits nothing, or like
No,
it just gets air.
he hit, but Artyom just adjusted his knees enough so that where he was hitting was always on a glancing.
Yeah. Yeah, we see it and he's like, why didn't it do anything? And then we get the flashback slow motion and it's like, oh, I just turned a knee.
You've seen Xander go for certain parts before.
What the hell are you?
Russian.
Yeah,
Angry.
those are both really good answers. He's gonna hold back his last AP. It's y'all's activation.
Who wants to go first? You've got. Do you want to go
You
on?
need AP.
I was gonna
Right?
shut eye.
You need AP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. I'm going to after Artyom grabs and stops Eliza's hand as she's bringing it back, Xandra follows close behind and reaches up and forces a thumb into the area where the neck and shoulder meet at the, parodic lymph node as she casts Shut Eye on Eliza. So
Absolutely.
I'm going to attempt to cast. The plus 10 because it's a generalist, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I wrote that down.
That's an 18, so that will succeed. She needs to avoid with, you successfully resist with an awareness test.
Awareness. Oh my. Okay. And is it only on counter spells where it's got the thing where it's the inverted resistance thing? Where
Yes.
if
If you try to counterspell something that was easier for me to cast, it's harder for you to counterspell it.
Okay. For regular resistance, it's just considered a standard difficulty.
Yep.
Awareness, huh? Oh, Eliza.
Oh.
Honey, your perception's not that great. 65's not gonna fucking do it, honey. This is
By the way, I see some people intrigued into the system. If you want to start yourself knowing what's going on here, go to blackfriday.zweihander.game. And that's the link to start checking out
Sales, motherfucker!
the sale for the core rulebook that is
This is a
currently
great time to get in on online purchasing of items. Stay at home. Shop for your Christmas crap there. Let nice people from other places bring them to you, and then you stay away from them and take the thing. Don't go to a store. You'll get diseases. Buy Zweihander instead.
You'll bring home something extra.
Oh, no.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, now that we've had our fucking
We do need a more,
We need the Throderoki.
rainbow.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not high up on the priority list, but it
No.
will get done eventually.
We
Yeah.
got stuff. We got other stuff to do, but it's there.
What's our fortune misfortune balance at present? Just make
3
sure
and 2.
3 and 2. I have 2 misfortune left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I can program it so I can make like a 1. Like I can make it up and
All right.
down on here.
I'm gonna burn one more misfortune because I don't want her to fall asleep immediately.
So I can do like increase fortune, decrease fortune, increase fortune.
Maybe.
Oh, 31. That'll do it. All right.
I'll have to do
She
some
manages to
programming.
resist.
Okay.
So I think you kind of get in there and you get purchased and you feel something start to give. And I think she just kind of like rips her shoulder away as she's kind of pulling away from the whole RTM holding her fist situation. She kind of just turns right as you start to find purchase.
That's fine. If it makes you feel better, I haven't hit anything this game either. So
No, you hit.
You lit up
Oh no,
Secret.
that's right. You didn't quite hit.
no,
well.
I
That's
didn't
right.
do anything to him.
Oh, you didn't do damage.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You hit him, but it didn't. Yeah, it didn't get the job done. Didn't quite break his threshold. Anything else?
I also haven't been able to remember anything in class today. Is not Citra's name.
That's why you're not hitting anything, is because you had such a horrible day in class. You got embarrassed by your teacher. It's throwing you off.
Well, question: what was last night like for you? I mean,
What day
considering-
was it?
sorry, what?
What day was it?
It would have been Thursday.
Oh, that's maximum movie night.
Which means I got no sleep. That's it.
Okay.
I'll reserve my AP.
All right.
Actually,
Will
you know
is
what?
up.
What you thought?
You know what?
You know what?
Chicken butt.
Fuck it, I'm gonna attempt to disarm on her.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Go
Make
for
a coordination test. I fail.
You
Aw.
want to use fortune?
That's fine.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it too.
Yeah, we only have 3 left. It's fine. We'll use it for something else.
As you like.
That's what Spike's friend says. She'll hurt me. She'll make me go to sleep again. I'll lose time. It gets really weird. Yeah. You kidding me? That's absolutely what they like on the school boards when they talk about her. Yeah.
They call her Hime-sama.
I avoid all social media.
That's why
Well,
you
the
don't
one
know
that
about the
calls-
boards.
I
The one
don't
that calls
use
you a
my debit
Baka
card in
Gaijin.
public.
Oh, Oh, honey. All right, so now we're on to Will. Will, you've got 3 AP, and your friends are in a place. So what you're gonna do? Ooh, yeah. Okay, this is it. Line of sight. All right. Actually, because I'd forgotten about the whole your difficulty changes depending on the level of the spell. So for petty spells,
Plus 10.
10%.
that's plus 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 10 to base chance for all petty.
Okay, good.
Well,
And a -10 to counterspell.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So Will's going to take a look at our literal fire-breathing friend Esme here. And you see him kind of bring his arms up and around again, and then just strike like this, like at the air while looking at you. And there's this like whip of like, it's not really energy so much as it's like a disturbance in the air, like a heat wave effect almost, but you don't feel hot as he goes across like that. He is going to cast. He's going to use his ability, Deny the Light, which that's actually he would say is like Deny the Light, as he strikes at the air.
Uh-oh.
It is the spell Ashes to Ashes, and he is very good at doing this. So, oh god, yes, he absolutely makes it through that. Okay, he needs to spend his EX there. Here we go.
Oh.
My hand.
And as do we get more? Oh. As it whips like this energy field, this thing like slaps like just right across your eyes, and as you kind of try to blink back into vision, you find that you can't see. Everything is like blurry and kind of dark. At best, you've kind of got vague
Okay.
shapes. Sorry, Esme is being
There's no
targeted.
save on it? Oh, damn.
You immediately blind one foe, and they are unable to counterspell, dodge, or parry for the spell's duration.
What's the duration?
8 minutes.
So how many, that's 3.
8 rounds,
Yeah, 8
basically.
rounds.
8
Okay.
rounds.
That's fine.
That's his first trick.
Yeah.
Already
He's
went, so we have to
yeah.
wait until next round to do
Yeah.
that.
and then for his second trick, does this cost you an action to do? Do. It doesn't. It says you can just do it. That's fucking cool.
As
Do
what?
what? What's the cool thing?
He's I built these guys using monster rules, so
Uh-huh.
they don't just have talents, they have traits.
Yep.
There's a trait called Lick the Wounds. Lick your wounds, rather. Not lick the wounds. What's wrong with me?
Oh, it gives him a free heal. I know this one. Fuck.
I'm gonna burn my last misfortune
Oh.
as he brings his arms back around to kind of and like exhales this air out of him, and there's kind of this like you see all of his clothing kind of woof up as if like there was like this burst of air around him, and as he does, like you see the wounds, the burns on his face and on his arms are briefly kind of covered in that same sort of heat wave style of energy, and as they pass over, it's just gone. He's just cleared up, just and all of his fucking injuries are gone. He just moved up to the top of his condition track.
Jesus.
I can spend 1 misfortune point to move 3 steps up the condition track positively.
Wow. Oh, that's fun.
And as far as I can tell, it doesn't cost me an AP. So
Yeah, you can do more.
so for his second action, he's just going to move into engagement range with Esme. He just closes the distance. He just kind of do to get into engagement range.
The walk down.
Question. He
That's
has
him.
2 spells up then.
Oh.
He
No.
has 2
No,
spells
'cause
up,
it's a
Stinging
talent.
Blows, and the
Oh.
Darkness thing. Both of them have
Oh, did I miss the thing about spells?
Yeah.
Yeah, if each of them have, you can do instantaneous spells while you have up a concentration, but
Mhm.
if 2 have durations longer than instantaneous, you can't have both up at once. It's like concentration in D&D. You can't concentrate on
Got it.
2.
Like I can't do
Okay.
Sanctuary and
So
then
if it's
Horde.
So
yeah,
He
his
drops the
hands
other
are
one
gone. His
Yeah,
stinging
yeah.
blows
He just dropped that. He just dropped that.
Okay. Was not sure because I want to know what I was dispelling next round.
Jesus.
Yep,
Christ.
that's what it was. Sorry. Yeah, he dropped the other spell. I completely forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder.
As someone who
Still
plays a
learning
mage in this system, I know it's a
Yes.
little good. Just a little.
Just a little good. All right. It's y'all's activations. You have 2 activations up.
If I want to be safe, I do this.
You can
If I
burst-
want her to panic, she does this.
Roll for it?
I mean, if
yeah,
if you're having trouble picking.
Uh,
Yeah.
If you're in doubt, give me a what the heck is it called? I remember it's a willpower thing. Resolve or focus. Actually, I think this would be focus.
No, resolve.
Resolve. Okay.
Focus is what we
Yeah,
use to cast martial power inner fire spells.
burst template wise.
That's right.
If I use a burst template where I am, do I hit Artium?
It's
Because I
a
assume if
burst.
you're blind, you can't like move.
Well, it's a burst centered on you,
Yeah.
or yeah, Artyom's
hit
too
me.
close to
Yeah.
you.
Alright.
I specifically set myself up so I can
Yes.
shield wall you guys.
All right, I'll play it then. As soon as like her vision goes away, I'll just do sanctuary.
Yeah,
Is that
sure.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. If I cast it. $65. 60?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So the second the blindness comes into effect, she starts no, and starts backing away, and she hits the ground in a few spots around her, and she takes on that appearance of like someone passing by the television screen that hard to focus in on, and is going to do her crypt preservation, which is sanctuary. So it'll be harder to hit me until I hit anybody.
Okay.
Resolve test or choose. Yeah. They need a resolve test to hit me now.
All right. Anything else?
I am gonna hold the fuck. I can't actually, because I can't dodge or parry.
Or counterspell? Yeah.
That's right.
If you
I'm like,
had
is
it,
there
but-
anything I
You
can?
can.
You can do a perilous stunt because you did a
Yeah.
cast magic / attack action already.
But if I can't see, can you still do those things? Like mentally, I feel.
Yes, you
like
can. No. It has a specific. It says. Does it say blinded specifically?
It says blinded, which
Yeah.
is yeah.
However,
Blinded
I-
is a
It's not on
specific.
my conditions.
Yeah,
I didn't add that one.
I could
That's
try
okay.
and do.
I can look it up real quick.
Let's see. Intimidation wouldn't
Oh,
require.
you can
me
use
to-
words.
Yeah, I could do a war of words and try and do an intimidation, which is only a 50. It's a 50-50 whether or
That's-
not it. But if I can't do anything anyway,
Yeah, words.
yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, blinded just means you can't counterspell, dodge, or parry.
Yeah.
It has no other effects in combat, which is why I was like, you're not completely blind. It's not like darkness. It's
but,
just
like
that
that
like
fuzzy.
leeriness.
shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
shit's real fuzzy and real bad. It's hard to see.
Yeah. She's just almost like muttering to herself. She's like, I'm gonna light you up from the inside. I'm gonna taste your skin. I swear to God. And she's just gonna try and do that. That's a.
I'm
yeah,
used to
that's
this.
a
She tells
4.
me this in her sleep.
Yeah.
Dougie just goes, "What?"
Yeah, yeah, like it just went from like yay to I'm gonna fucking taste your. Okay, it's fine. So that means that they take a -1 to damage threshold and peril threshold as a buff. Debuff rather. Yeah,
Damn.
So that's
Ah.
everybody.
that can hear, right? Or is it?
I mean, everybody
per
that's
person?
within burst range of you.
It's enemies.
Which I'm trying to...
Enemies.
Yeah, all enemies.
All enemies that can hear her.
Yeah,
Enemies. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh God, that can hear. So okay, so all of them then.
yeah,
Jesus, it's -1 to both their thresholds.
yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's war of words, 1 AP.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry, I just remembered what you were doing. My
Yes.
brain.
Yes, it's not a
Pooped for a
spell.
second
Don't
there.
worry.
No, yeah, it's a perilous stunt. Now I remember what we're doing.
Mhm.
Yep. And that was
F.
it.
That is just so unbelievably bad for
Question:
Will.
if I were to
Okay.
dispel the blindness on you, would it also dispel your sanctuary? Or am I able to focus which one I dispel?
You're allowed to counterspell one specific
Wouldn't you have to
thing.
counterspell
Okay.
the specific one because the difficulty to counterspell something depends
It's not
on...
counterspell, I'm dispelling. Counterspell is the reaction to something against me.
Dispelling
Mhm.
you still select.
Okay. I wasn't
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
you cause one magical spell's effect to end permanently.
Okay.
So there you go. Okay, and it is once again your activation at the bottom of the round. Oh yeah, it's Artyom, actually.
Yeah.
Artyom's up.
Yeah.
Do we will remove fly from situation? Yes, I believe we will remove fly from situation. I'm going to use... Ooh. Which way to remove him?
Fantasize about it and let us know.
I'm going to go with the one that is more assured to land. It costs an extra AP to do. Because I could just do that one, spend 2 EX, and then end up with 2 defensive options.
I don't know what that is, so.
This would be safer. This is my big hit.
I don't know what Glass Cow Kiss does, though, so I
It's
don't...
stun.
Okay.
Oh, he's already stunned, though.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
already stunned.
All right, so I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to use the Vario Boyave Sambo.
Okay. Good,
So this
good
is
insight.
a defensive, fast, entangling, vicious attack
Ah,
for 2 AP.
sure. That's the thing I let you do. These were decisions I made.
Hit. That will hit. Ooh, crit!
God damn it.
44.
So I'm helpless or
Which
defenseless
means
or
he
something to
can't-
the
You
attack?
cannot defend.
Yeah.
That is a 44.
God damn it, CK. Okay. Do harm to this poor creature.
What do you do?
We have 3. Do we want to add a fury die
Oh my god.
for a fortune point?
We haven't done much damage to anybody. If it would remove them, that just will assume that none of the other ones are the person who could help heal, but that's...
Well, the one that healed, the one that took the most damage.
Healed
ended up
himself.
healing,
Healed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he healed himself.
What do you think?
I'm down.
Sure.
All the damage we did is gone.
It's so weird. I keep feeling like I should weigh in, but it's like, no,
Yeah, what do you think? What do you
I'm
think
not a
we should do?
player. I'm so used to being a player around here. It's very odd. I don't know. I think you should go ahead and spend it. You guys have got it in the pool. Wait, why am I telling you that?
He also has to make a. He has to resist coordination.
Okay.
Don't you spend a... What? Doesn't it you spend a fortune to explode one? Like, to treat one as if you rolled a 6?
Oh,
Isn't that what the fortune
that's what it
is?
does. So I'll
That's
roll
right.
it right away. Roll it.
Unless it's punishing. Punishing is you can
Punishing
spend an
is
AP
spending
to
it.
add an
Okay.
additional.
So I spend the fortune point to turn this into a 6.
Yes. And then we get to re-roll it.
And then I get to re-roll it, which I'm going to roll another 6. That's 12,
Later, CK.
14,
Plus your-
20.
20 damage.
As he...
So, yeah, describe what you just did, because I'll tell you, it blew through 3 steps on his thresholds.
Oh, and it's vicious. So...
You add a d6 when determining injuries?
Yeah, he's at seriously injured.
Yeah, he went from unharmed to serious. He just went whoosh down to serious.
So normally you roll 2 for injury for seriously injured.
Mhm.
I have vicious, so it goes 3. Did he fail his knockdown?
Oh, the knockdown. No, I hadn't rolled
You-
that just yet. That was coordination, you said?
Or coordination.
17. He did not.
Okay.
He didn't. He made his coordination check. He's still standing.
No injury.
Really?
Yep.
3d6.
He's a
Um,
lucky
Ow.
fucker.
Lucky fucker. He almost got. Describe what happened, then I'm going to say something about our good friend CK here.
So he goes in and moves in for a lockup, the traditional lockup. He then tucks his head down underneath his armpit, brings his hands low, and grabs him just underneath the butt.
Hey, what the hell?
He then stands up fully with him upside down.
His legs are just like kicking.
He then jumps up about 6 feet into the air and drops down on his own ass and hits him with a muscle buster.
Oh God! Wait! You're just all the way down. Just
He then, when he releases him, he would probably just roll off and land back on his feet as Artyom stands back up.
He like shockingly like kind of gets up, manages to sort of like roll and kip up afterwards, just like, and it's just like if you had done 2 more damage, he'd have been just done.
Damn.
You would have just got him in 1 hit. He would have just been out.
So close.
I cannot believe he did not take an injury on that. Holy shit. So yeah, that's okay. That was big damage.
And I reserve my other AP for defense.
All right, you have 2 more AP still kicking around, as I recall.
No, 1.
No, well, okay, that was your.
That's my unique attack.
That was your unique attack.
My variety of grapples.
That was disgusting. Just that was criminal. Okay. Eliza, honey, activate, please.
Yeah, it's top. Top of the round now.
It is top of the round. Top of the round, Dougie. Dougie's busy writing out his invoice. It's like, had to talk to smelly girl. $5. We go back to the top of the round. Eliza is going to. Let's see here.
We've improved the life of an NPC. Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm. Our first combat was
We're
to
good
benefit
people.
someone else.
That makes us good, right?
First one was to get our room.
She is going to.
So I think that was a very cruel joke.
They
She's
need
just
a
gonna-
tuition. They're not going to kick us out if we can't fight someone who's stronger than us.
She's just gonna she's gonna spend 1 AP. No, 1 AP to aim again for a melee attack at because Xandra, you're still engaged with her, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you haven't disengaged. So since you're still engaged with her, she's going to spend an AP to aim. Then she's going to spend a second AP. Ooh, no. She's going to spend the rest of her AP. She's going to use her special attack. Yeah.
Her unique?
Yeah. You're unique. Sorry. Her unique. She's going to use her unique attack. As she kind of like sizes you up and swings around to try and like kind of essentially she does like turns and does like a back kicks at like straight dead center at you. Let's see if it lands. Hiya. Rolled a 65. So no.
You aimed. Doesn't that
Oh no,
give
that's
you-
right. That puts it at a 70. Yes, thank you.
I was
That
like,
does hit.
Wait.
That just hits.
Let's see
Just
if
hits.
I can
Protect your beautiful face.
parry. Do I parry or dodge? I parry.
Parry. Yeah. This is a parry. This is a melee attack.
I rolled a 3, so I.
Fucking. Okay.
I'm rolling well to defend myself at least.
really
As
are.
well you should.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, like
I've been thrown by bigger people, aka my father.
That's true, actually. And this is nothing. Like she's fast, but she's not fast like your dad's fast. And you see the leg coming in and
Don't
it's
think that.
just
Stop.
You don't register the fact
Stop.
that he's my dad. It's fine.
I don't. Yeah.
and
Artyom knows not.
as the leg comes in, it's just it's that whew, just very quick, like with knocking this thing aside. but like even still, like the impact from it causes you to like shudder back like an inch or two, kind of scooching back on the mat. Because even a missed hit still just like almost has a shockwave to it.
It's one of those moments where the shockwave causes my jacket to go up and flutter
yes.
behind me, which, by the way, never seems to budge from the area on my shoulders where it is. It is like there's no
always...
physics here. The
perfectly
jacket
fine.
just stays. It's not pinned in the game. In real life, it is.
How many needles you have in that thing?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Okay. CK, you're gonna get an opportunity here to do something before you die. First, buddy, with your 2 AP, let's try.
He gets to resist first.
He gets to try to resist. That's a 16. Finally. All right. So starting next turn, he'll have 3 AP again.
Next turn, he'll be able to activate fully again.
Assuming he lasts that long. This fight may be over soon. All right, CK, what do you got for me here, buddy? Okay. Just okay. He's gonna go in on. He's behind Artyom now, essentially. After that nightmare that just went down.
No, when he landed, he dropped him forward.
Oh, forward.
Back
okay.
in the spot where he was.
Dropped him forward,
Okay.
so he was able to roll forward back onto his feet, and like stumble backwards and recompose himself. Whereas Artyom just kind of stood up in place.
Okay. He's going to. As I recall, how much is it? Is it 2 AP to like disengage with somebody?
Yeah, to maneuver.
Oh, it's 2 AP to maneuver. That's too many APs, buddy. That's too many APs, buddy.
Oh, and you have no misfortune to spend for extra AP.
I super don't. I'm all cashed out. Okay. Well, since he doesn't... Jesus. You dumb bastard. Do something good. Okay. He is going to... he's going to cast a spell, essentially. He's going to... as he's getting up, he's trying to shake himself off, and he's like wiping the blood out of his eyes. He's like, all right, it's time.
You get 2 misfortune added to your pool, thanks to...
If you want to change your mind, you got
Arashi
misfortune.
and Deep.
Because Arashi and Deep just came through.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. To hurt them now. Understand. Now we're going to hurt them. Okay, awesome. He gets up, kind of floors on his jacket, like does the time for maximum overdrive. Yeah.
You cut to a scene where in the background a half-animated Xandra's eye twitches.
There we go. 32. That will fucking pop off. Okay. Awesome. He can increase his he increases his combat movement by 3, and in addition, he reduces the number of APs required by 1 whenever you charge, get up, run, or maneuver. So
Airspeed.
Speed. So okay, of those 2 misfortune, then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and burn 1 to get that extra AP, because your boy is going for it. He's then going to spend a second AP to maneuver over away from Artyom and into engagement with Xandra, at which point he is going to
He's moving within the engagement.
He wasn't engaged with Esme, right?
No, he
He
never
Double
was.
checking.
well, if he was in front of me, technically he was.
Oh, were you that close?
But he maneuvered.
He
Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't matter for you.
That's
but you're
right.
blind.
But yeah, I don't know if I get opportunity attacks.
I believe so.
You do get opportunity attacks.
Okay. Then when he goes to disengage, there's still this flailing, screaming mess of a girl who like wraps him in the back of the head with a light attack, possibly.
Okay. Shit. I didn't think about that.
It's a light attack.
No, it's fine.
Because Esme specifically has guerrilla warfare, which allows her to always opportunity attack, regardless of what they do.
And
Right.
it's agility bonus for damage. So 5, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Plus a d6. You still get to roll damage.
8 damage.
8 damage.
And his damage is reduced. His threshold is reduced by 1.
By 1.
No, I factored that in. All right, 8. That's enough to slide him down the track again. So he's at Grievous now.
All right. So it is a weak hit. So this means that she rolls for injury, but only for
Moderate?
Moderate, I think.
Moderate.
Double check. Weak.
I believe
Serious.
it's
Light, moderate, serious, grievous, and slain. I believe it is.
Yeah.
can only inflict moderate or serious injuries.
Okay.
Yes.
So you roll for a serious injury
Serious.
on the Grievous level.
It's 2.
So roll 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll 2. Yep. Roll 2d6.
Nope. You're good. At 4.
Is he?
Yeah,
He's at 4 damage.
Good. That's fine. You're fine.
He's grievously wounded. Yeah, he goes to move away to get into that situation, and it's just like, what do you strike out and hit him with?
It's just her hand. It's her fist. It's probably it's the side that she keeps her bracelet wrapped around. So you probably just got whaled in the back of the head with the little spike collar, while she was messily striking out like.
Just a back fist.
Yeah.
So he does his little like maximum overdrive pose thing, and as he does, like he also gets a little like floof, and like he starts to kind of like blur as he moves. But then like when he makes his step over next to Xandra, you just kind of go ah.
But
What did
second
I-
person that got stopped right before they hit me, and I'm just like,
Ah. This is okay. Well, he's just gonna hang on to his last AP then. I was gonna have him do like a perilous stunt of some sort, but
No, he can
Man,
still
yeah,
act.
yeah.
he can still act.
he can't. He's in just a place right now. I feel like I
Well,
should hang on to his
What else
defensive
does he have
abilities.
to lose?
Wow.
Listen, I at least want to show off that I could heal. It's fine.
Oh God. You know what? Yeah, he's gonna try for a takedown. He's doing it. Let's see. It's a coordination test because he did not charge. How coordinated are you, buddy? Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought that made you real coordinated. Yeah, you're a real coordinated boy. He's gonna burn his last AP as he goes in to kind of basically sweep the leg. All right, that's a 32. So he succeeds, which means you then resist with something.
Coordination.
With coordination. You must resist with coordination or be knocked prone. I don't know why I,
I
went
rolled
to
a
that
14. He goes to sweep the leg, and I just kind of hop up, and I completely just clear where his leg went, and then I land again, and I just look at him.
Majestic fluttery.
Yep, like literally just the slight hop.
That's not fair. That's not fair. My nose is bleeding. Oh God.
That's
Well, that
not
was
fair.
his
You
turn.
moved.
It's your activation.
Poor motherfucker.
So it's you
Yes.
guys because I'm muscle buster.
You want to go because I'm blind and I think
That just means you can't dodge or parry, but you can still attack,
think,
right?
yeah, I can.
You sanctuary though.
Well, so CK can hit me with that. So he's a target that I could hit now and not.
Yeah, you could really take him out if you want.
Oh wait, no. This is a new round, Artyom. You muscle busted at the end of the last round.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I
right.
did.
This is your first activation on the current round.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm good. I have an AP left, and I'm in defensive stance, so I have a +10
Yeah.
to all parry attempts. So
I could go and I could at least dispel the blindness that you have on you, even though I have 2 on me.
Mm.
I could parry if you disengaged and then moved.
That would cost all of my AP,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be okay for it, because she's safe in sanctuary.
Well, yeah, they can hit me. It's just harder to hit me right now. And I can just do another round.
Something
where
they
I-
have not excelled at thus far. Let's say.
Just because I would like to actually hit somebody.
Hey. Cheeky breaky. Keep the advantage. Hit someone.
Okay.
Go for it. By all means. Both CK and Eliza have no AP. Both of them have been overplaying their hands, desperately trying to land a punch.
It'll just be a light attack, And so CK walked over. So basically, as he's sweeping the leg, I'm gonna come down on his leg.
Huh!
Oh, God. Yeah, okay. I like it. I like it a lot, but also Jesus.
Oh.
Artyom approves.
I love it. Yeah, he gets no defense, so it's just like roll your dice. Hurt this boy.
That's a 29, so that'll make it.
Oh, this was a
That's
medium?
a light attack.
Oh, you went light.
So listen, he already is grievously injured. So that is
Agility bonus plus a d6.
Yep. That is a 6 plus wait. It's another 6. Wait.
Get a room number.
Can't, that was a 2. So that's 6 plus 6 together. So that's 18 damage. I'm a healer, guys.
I'm a healer. Crack.
His current base damage threshold, just so people are aware, is 3.
I'm a doctor. I can find legs.
So he's.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm gonna put this in heavy air quotes here. In game terms, he's slain. You go up, and you land, and it's like someone. It's like somebody took it's like a gunshot going off. Have you ever heard a femur snap? It's not quiet. It's just pop.
Like a tree limb snapping.
Yes, somebody did it once at a track meet in a city near where I lived, and horrifying sound. And it's like a gun firing, and the snap is so loud, and he just like his eyes roll back in his head, and he passes out like instantly from the pain, just like poof, he's gone. He's down.
I still have 2 AP. Hold on. Perilous stunts. Let me see what I can do.
It is still your activation. Yeah. Nothing else, like in this instant of time, nothing else happens unless
Ooh,
you're
what roster slot just got knocked out?
Oh yeah,
that was the top one.
The top one. The top one just got knocked out.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have 1 activation before we go again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Never mind, my guile is shit. I was thinking, my athletics isn't. I don't think I have athletics. No. I could do that.
You take down.
I don't know that your guile is shit. You just flash kicked his ass back to AE, man.
He figured that the person over here that hasn't really done much is a good target.
2 people.
It's
she hit with the jump back light. Sometimes that's all you need.
Gonna attempt to take down Eliza. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna flavor it like I'm hitting that pressure point on the back of her knees to try to make her leg buckle.
Ooh, I like that.
Totally, absolutely.
Oh, play her ACL like a fucking banjo.
Listen, as someone who literally has a special art called multimeridian and parodic lymph node, I'm the person that could possibly do that. That succeeds with a 42 on my coordination.
42.
So she needs to make a coordination or be knocked prone.
Which she rolled a 41.
Okay.
That beats, or that succeeds. So she manages to resist.
Sounds good, and I will reserve my last AP.
She's gonna
for
be
defense.
angry at you.
Absolutely.
God. Will, honey.
She resists for free at least.
I think Will hears that crack, and he's like starting to kind of because poor Esme's flailing, and he's like about to reach in and like grab a limb and pull it in a direction, and he just sort of hears that, and his head like snaps, like as that leg snaps, his head too snaps in that direction. And he just kind of like steps back and folds his hands together and just says, "We concede."
Oh.
And that is all he's going to do on his turn.
Yes!
And your tube friendly referee, there we go. And the referee kind of floats back down into view. Winner, attacking team. And at the top of the little guy, there's just a of confetti, just a little tiny poof of confetti. Congratulations to the victor.
His name is Dougie.
That's me. The terms of the terms of the battle have been found in the favor of the attacker. So Dougie will be paid. Please stand by for restoration. And there's just this spinning green light. It passes over people. You once again hear the kind of sickening sound of a bone being reset as poor CK is just like, oh, sorry, he's unconscious from the pain. So he stays unconscious as his leg goes back into place.
Good. That's probably for the better anyway.
I literally have a talent. Ease the pain. I could.
No.
Zandra's just like, are you okay?
Did we win?
No, you lost marvelously.
Eliza just like looks down at him and just kind of like shakes her head, pulls him up. He's still kind of favoring the leg a little bit though. It's just like, it's like a phantom pain almost, but like, it's like, huh? As Will kind of comes over with his hand still folded in front of him. I see we still have a great deal to learn.
This is what this school is for, right?
Okay, you guys, you won this round, and you fought well. You fought pretty strong, but really, and he looks over at Eliza, kind of like pats her arm as she's helping her up. We're only really operating at 10% of our full potential strength. Okay, we're gonna do this again sometime, and when that happens,
You want to do it now?
The three of them. I've got we're gonna come back. And like the whole time he's slowly backing out of the arena. And we're gonna kick your guys' asses. Oh,
I look forward to seeing you on the student council.
Team 174 for life! Shoots out the door.
Strong water tribe energy.
I must
Eliza
commend you
simply
on breaking that boy like small twig in winter.
I didn't realize his leg was gonna snap like that. I just landed when he tried to knock me off.
It was well-placed shot. He deserved it. He overextended the whole time.
Wait, his bones were out. I didn't get to see it.
He needs to drink more milk.
They were technically still inside his body. I just knocked them out of place. Yeah, I'll show you next time. I have books that detail all the bones on the inside. Do you want to look at the books of the people's bones?
No,
There's pictures.
I don't need it.
Okay.
They're really good pictures, actually. Pipes up Dougie.
Dougie,
As
I
he
swear to
clutches into the
God.
ring.
Jesus Christ.
You guys were great. You guys just won me so much money. This is fantastic. They have no idea what they agreed to. They just have to pay it to me now. And it's legally binding. Can you believe they let us do this?
This is true. If they fail to pay you, the dragons will consume them.
And you agreed to be our friend too.
And again, he looks at you, Esme, and then kind of like looks at Artyom, and then looks at Xandra. Yeah, I'll be your friend. We're gonna make a lot of money together.
This is good. On Thursdays, we watch Maximum videos. You are very welcome to come down and watch with us.
Wait, I need your phone number. She pulls out her phone, hopefully, just like,
Oh,
we could trade now.
Yeah. And he just gets out his phone. It's like, text you his number.
You have friends.
You guys watch anime?
Of course.
I try not to.
Okay, that's cool. You know, everybody's got what they're into. You guys aren't like. He leans into you, Xandra's like real close. They don't like fuck pillows or anything, do they? Because like, I've heard some stuff.
I hope not. It's of my father.
I gotta go, but I'll catch up with you guys later. He pops his headphones back on, and Dougie just is like he's still like dancing like na 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 on his way out. We got a lot of what it takes to get along.
This
Facial expressions.
this was good day. We had a good lunch. We watched okay fight.
Are they? They're completely gone from the student council area. They didn't.
That
stick
box
around?
is empty.
Okay. Damn, wanted to show off. Fine.
We also had a good fight.
If you want to show up, next time we have to have a showy your entrance.
There's someone clapping.
Yes, I actually realized like, oh shit, did that pick up on the mic or did the mic?
No,
mute
we
it?
got you.
Yeah.
I
Okay, good.
heard you.
Yeah. Somebody in the stands is very slowly clapping.
Can we see who it is?
As you turn to look, looking at his book, you see Kirk standing there. He kind of pushes up his glasses. And I actually need to get everybody's full names here, it occurs to me. I don't have it directly in front of me. Yeah, here we go, and here we go. Artyom Sokolov, first year. What would you describe your fighting style as?
Sambo.
Sambo fighter. Foreign exchange student here from Russia. He flips a page. Alexandra Sinclair.
I know
it
it is
doesn't even-
surprising. She has same last name as Maximo.
He doesn't get it.
Yeah. And what do you call your art?
Gate striker.
Yeah. Gate striking. Manipulate the inner fire inside of people. And then the curious one, Esmeralda Akar. You see ghosts, huh?
Yeah.
He kind of snaps his book closed and like places. Actually, no, he wouldn't place it in his book. He just snaps it closed to look at you very briefly. He's still holding it out in front of him.
Actually, put the book down.
He put it down as he puts the book anyway, as he kind of like looks at the three of you. Be interested to see what happens the next time you step in here. He picks up his briefcase, opens up his book, and walks away. And just kind of sizes up the three of you.
That was nice.
Cut to. The three of you, the day draws to a close. Like this was late afternoon at this point, but you go through the rest of your day, and we come back to you returning to the dorms. Actually, would you have spent the rest of, because you kind of had the rest of the afternoon. Like this is a Friday, so you, after classes conclude on Friday, would the three of you have been hanging out, or would you've gone back together to the room like in a staggered way? Like, what do your evenings look like?
Sandra would be playing video games.
In the communal area?
Yeah, in the communal area, but it's definitely like the wearing a sweatshirt, hair up, like just relaxing and sitting there just. She subconsciously, even though she's not in the room, made herself 3 cups of tea. Because she's had to get
honey.
used to doing that because of Esme, but now there's just 3 cups of tea sitting there and she's going like, no one's over here to fuck with the other 2. What do I do with 3 cups of tea now? Like,
A lot of tea you gotta drink now.
yeah. Now I guess I'll be drinking some iced tea. It's fine.
What about you other two?
Artyom would have gone to the gym before coming back to sit down and play video games with Sandra.
Oh god, this is beautiful.
I would
Doing
like to
terribly.
yeah, I try to teach you how to play video games, and you're really only good at the Wii Fit, which is fitting, I guess.
That's very fitting.
Ah!
Oh, I hate it.
Quit.
I lose all my misfortune. Oh.
Oh.
And what about Esme?
When she saw everyone split off, she was just kind of like,
Great.
she's slowly been either shadowing either of you. Feel free to, just because.
He would have invited her along if
Yeah,
she
if
looked
you
like
noticed,
she was
she was just like awkwardly shadowing, flipping through her phone, and then just like staying behind.
You wish to go gym? Come along, we go work out.
Can we work on our entrance?
There is a very good studio with long mirrors. We can practice.
And the two of you go off to your dark practice of vileness and insanity. The terrible. We'll work on it.
I'm not doing that.
You know what? You do that. Actually, you do that in the mirror, and Esme, even if you don't, when you're looking at the reflection, you just see like you look at Artyom and you look back, and then there's both of your ghosts that we've seen so far. They're just like this, stock still. Artyom finishes doing it, and they're just still like this in the mirror.
Aw, I'm glad you guys like it here too.
This is very nice place.
Yeah.
As you're coming back in, what kind of a game are you playing, Xandra?
Probably something like Resident Evil.
Oh,
Like
okay.
more of a puzzly but still survival game.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, so you're playing Spooky House game.
Spooky house game.
With a small, it's in the communal area, so like some people are kind of wandering through a bit. Some have sort of like stopped. There are a few students who tried to make some attempt just like sitting down on the sofa, and then they look over at you, and then they slowly get back up again.
I have that effect on people.
But they like get up and then move over to like another seat, so it's in the same vicinity. Like they can kind of watch, but they're like, I'm just not gonna talk to her then, shall I? Which is what the two of you come in on as you're coming back to the dorm. When there's a bit of a commotion from the elevator hallway area, coming down the steps, you see, moment again, as I get character names in front of me. I need a better way to sort this. I should probably sort them by team number. There we go. No. Oh my God, where the hell is it? There it is. First you hear the cranky, whiny voice of Cameron, the kid from way back at the beginning that Artyom dealt with, saying, shouting something about, "Hey, no, that's my stuff. Put down my stuff. What are you doing?" And the chiming voice of a referee, "You have been expelled from the school. Please evacuate the premises immediately, or we will seek legal action." Hey, you can't do this to me! My dad! And it's like, he's just being like, there's this like wall of like 3 wide of these referees kind of floating down the stairs, essentially like herding him down. He's got like a bag full of his stuff as he's like stumbling down the stairs, just shouting a very like, you can't do this to me. Like, I've paid good money to be here, etc., on and on and on. As he's being like marched essentially through the entryway.
Could not happen to better guy.
Oh, you know him?
No, I do know. He is massive. Suka.
Xandra blinks and turns away from the video game. What?
Dick. Debil.
As
Moron.
Yeah, I get it, but who? And I look over and I see the commotion. Everything.
And he comes back and meets like your eyes, and then sees Artyom, and he's like, "You fucking did this! You did something! You fucking!" Then he says just a really shitty. He just throws out another slur. He's a bad man. Yeah, he's
Did
a bad
you
boy.
His room?
No.
Oh.
He is massive coward.
I'm gonna kill you! I can't! And coming the other direction, there's another student. Let's see if I've got him. I may not have described him yet because I had to write him up I did not. He's a very plain looking boy. He's got sort of nondescript brown hair, nondescript features, very kind of gentle, friendly eyes. His hair is kind of parted to the side and short. He's wearing the standard uniform. It looks brand new. He's got a suitcase, you know, like in hand as he's walking in as this kind of commotion is going down, and there is a referee. No, he wouldn't have a referee with him. He actually has like a member of faculty with him. One of the teachers is like kind of guiding him in and just explaining like, yeah, so this is the dorms. You're going to be staying up in room 664. So it's up on the 6th, and the camera just kind of turns. It's like, you're replacing me? What? Who the fuck is this guy? Was it you? Did you do something? It, like, tries to get up into this kid's face. And the kid kind of like looks at him and just boom, like headbutts him. And he drops to the floor like a sack of potatoes.
Oops.
I hope that was okay. I felt I really needed to defend myself.
Xandra
just
like puts up a thumbs up and then just goes back to the video game.
Ah, fellow students. Hello. He actually, as you put your thumb up, he like starts to walk over then with his little suitcase, and says, my manners, Montgomery Evans. Pleasure to meet you.
Artyom stands up, walks over, grabs him by the forearm. Artyom, it is pleasure to meet you.
Yes. I guess I'll be staying here for a while.
We are your neighbors.
Yeah.
So you're in room
666, yes.
I can't wait to meet you three.
We are doing that now, yes?
Are we?
Xandra.
I was really impressed by your head.
He just starts laughing. And I think on his laughter, like we pull back as we're kind of pulling the camera back, we see that two of the referees have just sort of grabbed Cameron's shoulders and are just dragging him. And the third one's just got his stuff on its head. It's doing the like I got it up on my head carry as they float out and they kind of drag him out of the
I love them.
and that I think is where we're gonna go ahead and call tonight's show.
Yeah.
Class dismissed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's great. And you were nervous. This is fantastic. I love every part of this.
oh, good. But until next time, I would like to entreat you all to remember to stay evil. Good night, everybody.